And WKTI-HD Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
It is a great day to be alive on this Friday. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. There's one thing for certain this week. My name is Ben Brust, and I'm with you. Now I'm just abandoned. No Kyle Wallace. No Brad Nortman. I guess he's got a better excuse than them all. Had a child. Alex Strofe apparently had something very important today, so he's not around. So Chris Larson's running the show. And alongside me is former producer of Wilde and Tausch, now executive producer of the Thanalysis show, Tony Cartagena, TC.
Bro, we have not hosted one-on-one in like 7 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I'm so excited for today's show.
Believe it or not, I'm only sitting in this chair because Tony illegally got me on the air without getting cleared.
We can talk about that. Yeah, this goes back to ESPN Madison when we first started Wilde and Tausch. We're talking 2016, 2017.
Well, people know you did this, right? Because I didn't do anything wrong. You did something wrong.
This is 100% on me. I actually, behind the scenes, take credit for most of Ben's meteoric rise here at ESPN Wisconsin and Good Karma Brands. So Ben one time was a guest on Wilde and Tausch. We were talking like some Badger basketball or something.
Greg Scalzo was hosting. He was in. Wilde and Tausch were both out. This was when it was 9 to 11. And Greg Scalzo was doing an 11 to noon show in Madison only.
Yep, Madison only is Greg and I on that show too. And we brought Ben in. And I don't remember the subject matter. We were talking Badger hoops, but it just went off the rails, which oddly enough was the name of.
I think you guys started asking me about like which Badger players would utilize Tinder well.
That was a great question. Yep.
I was like, I got nothing to lose. I'm just gonna be me.
Ben was living in Illinois. He had just got back, I think, a year or so from Lithuania, and you were. Instantly, I knew there was something there. Like,
okay, well, I haven't done anything, so let's calm down with these compliments.
Shut up. In terms of entertainment, I was like, Ben, there's some here. And then...
Little did you know that I peed in bottles, didn't know trivia questions.
All content, homie, all content. So, and then we ended up just without clearance from our higher-ups, continuously putting Ben on the air with us. That turned into an opportunity in Madison. Ben moved up. Does a show with Greg, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, this was
R.I.P. Scalzo and Brust, but R.I.P. to KBN and KBN Nation because it's just B.
See, here's the deal. Kyle and Brad and Strofe, y'all messed up. Strofe maybe not so much because he's got to produce the show. Kyle and Brad, what's it, Wally pipped? Yeah.
Oh, is that what you're coming for today?
I mean, those guys, come on.
800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line. This is more as we are going to get you ready for... I mean this. There's a lot in this brain. There's a lot to talk about. You got
a lot in this brain.
Packers, Browns on Sunday. Believe it or not, like Badgers, Maryland is huge. Like it's huge from they're favored by 10, and that's telling me somebody in I don't know how anybody in the world can be like, yes, I am going to put money on the Wisconsin Badgers to win by more than 10 points,
you watch
let alone
that team
win.
Against Middle Tennessee State for 3 quarters, and you think I should put my hard-earned cash
That's the thing.
on them to win by 10, 11?
So we got the Badgers as well. And again, I want Luke Fickell and this team to cover that spread and give hope into the Big
100%.
Ten season. But the evidence through 2 years and through 2 games against Miami, Ohio, and Middle Tennessee State, although wins, doesn't make you feel confident about the identity and the direction, but they can still prove me wrong, which I'd love for them to. And the Milwaukee Brewers' magic number is shrinking. It is 4 to win the NL Central. And a huge victory, as I mentioned yesterday, because they own the tiebreaker with the Phillies. They are now 3 games up on the Phillies for the number 1 seed, so everybody can enjoy American Family Field much longer.
I don't know if you were watching at this particular time last night, but they were, I think, up 1, runners on, 5th or 6th inning. Yelich comes to the plate. And before he even gets in the batter's box, you could hear the Yelly chants, and it brought me back to 2018. And it's just like, obviously love the Milwaukee Brewers. We all do on this show, but love rooting for Christian Yelich to succeed. And when he hit, it was a couple pitches in, he hits his 100th RBI of the year. The crack of that bat with him, it's just different. Everything Yelich does, it's just different for Brewers fans. I loved that moment last night. Small moment in a game that, like, down the road probably has 0 impact, but that small, I loved it. Loved hearing that.
Tony's rocking the Euchre hat, so you can check out it's sick. Where'd you get that?
The Brewers Pro Shop.
Well, you want to get that you're going to want to get that as soon as you see it, because you can go to YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison to view the show and listen to us there.
I'm not like Kyle and Strofe, who have pro shops sending them free gear. Some of us actually have to go out and get our stuff.
Let's slow down here. You produced the Thanalysis show with Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
Don't ask further questions.
Yeah, I think you are a fraud right now.
No, 90%.
I've seen you every day in an Antetokounmpo's
You
swag.
don't know if I paid for that or not.
Yeah, your voice just told the whole entire story. Now, you've listened throughout the entire week to a lot of our content across ESPN Wisconsin. Most recently, there was a discussion based off Rasheed Walker, because Rasheed Walker had said that he believes they could go undefeated. And I actually didn't mind the audio. There was a poll that we might get to in poll position later on where people were like not okay with it on, I think, Jen, Gabe, and Chewy's poll, 63%. And I'm like, when you listen to it, and Chris, if you don't mind finding that again and let me know when you have it, because I do want to make that a jumping off point here. Yesterday was a prime example in the NFL. The Buffalo Bills were 12-point favorites, 12 and a half point favorites against the Buffalo Bills. That was a close game against what everyone thought was going to be the game in which the Bills would steamroll the Dolphins. And Mike McDaniel, there's a Mike McDonald in Seattle.
Yeah, single, not McDaniels. McDaniel, yep.
Mike McDaniel was going to be fired because of this game. Every game presents a new challenge and opportunity, but I do want to listen to Rasheed Walker and what he had said about this team.
And then the goal is to, keep it going. I think we can go undefeated, honestly. I mean, personally, I feel like I always tell people I feel like we could have went undefeated the past 2 seasons. Like, we lost a lot of the games off a couple plays, but I feel like our offense been playing so good and so disciplined, and our defense been playing even better, and special teams been playing great. And I feel like, it's all about who comes out hottest at the beginning of the game and at the half. And I feel like we've been doing a good job of that. Pound for pound, I look at these teams and I don't really see who's better than us.
It's just confidence, in my opinion. It's flawed.
He hit on exactly why NFL games will never be easy, even if you're, 12.5 point favorites like last night?
Correct.
Because he said, we were so close at a couple plays. The difference between being the Browns and being the Packers right now, legitimately, a couple plays. The way that a football game pans, like, look at last night's game. Not that they're going to break down Bills-Dolphins, but if there's not a roughing the kicker call, possibly a completely different outcome last night.
No, I hear your overall point. And my thing is I still believe that the matchup and Joe Flacco being quarterback, despite potentially not having Tucker Kraft and not having Jaden Reed, I'm not going into this game worried. The expectation should be that they win because Joe Flacco is the quarterback and they can't move the football, and you have a defense that should be able to create turnovers, which they really haven't done so far this year.
I want to take some. I do like to admit on the radio when I'm wrong about the difference between the Packers and the Browns this year. That analogy was terrible because the Packers haven't really been a couple plays away. They've dominated teams.
Correct.
The Browns have been probably a couple plays away from maybe being 1-1, whatever it is. I'm just saying the difference in NFL teams and outcomes of games is usually single-digit number of plays, and that can flip the script to go from a 7-point win to a 10-point loss real quickly. But yeah, the Packers have crushed teams this year.
So Ben Brust, Tony Cartagena here with you. You've also heard a lot of this. They're going to be 8-0 before they play the Eagles, and Rasheed Walker saying 17-0. Like I caution, but I'm saying I caution while I'm predicting no matter what happens on Sunday, I believe the Packers will be on top.
No matter what happens Sunday, the Packers will be on top. However,
what
this 8-0, 17-0, pump the brakes. That kind of talk to me is asinine.
Why?
Simple as this: the 2011 Green Bay Packers.
You could have said nobody's really done it other than the New England Patriots and the Dolphins.
Say, do you know,
Patriots did it and then didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Dolphins did it 50 years before any of us were alive.
But I like that you're bringing it to a Packers team?
Yeah, I'm bringing it to a Packers team. All right, so the Patriots got to the Super Bowl. They've Randy Moss and Tom Brady. Jordan Love, I love you. You're not Tom Brady yet, right? The 2011 Packers, to me,
who's
the
Randy
year
Moss?
After all combined.
Yeah. Not even.
Yeah. The year after they won the Super Bowl, that offense, that defense, that team, they steamrolled everyone. They were, to me, the greatest Packers team I have ever watched. They would have beat the 96 team. They were so good. Aaron Rodgers woke up every Sunday, Monday, or Thursday that year and put up 40. And his weapons were loaded. That team didn't go undefeated, and that team got beat in their first playoff game that year. This Packers team, they've been great. They have looked awesome. You're not that team. Not that team yet. It just looks different. NFL football is hard. And
the defense looks the part. The defense looks as elite as any unit in the NFL, and I think long term they will be.
Bro, that team still had Charles Woodson and Clay Matthews on it.
I'm saying comparable from a what you need to be that good.
That's fair.
The defense has shown that they can do this, in my opinion, over a sustained season. The offense, the criticism is Matt LaFleur in the second half wants to establish the run.
Yeah, it's just
isn't as everyone's saying going for the jugular, but he kind of is, but he kind of isn't.
Before the wheels fell off, Rodgers and McCarthy used to run it up on teams. I remember it would just be, all right, it's 38-14 at this point. Rodgers, those years post Super Bowl, basically between the Super Bowl and between the downfall in Seattle that year, they used to just torch teams. And I hope this offense gets there and this team gets there. And then if they do go 8-0, all right, let's look at the schedule and we can talk about this. But let's just take it a game at a time.
Well, I mean,
that's my whole thing with Packer fans everywhere. Chill out a little bit.
It would be amazing to have this conversation after this week if they were all healthy. Right now,
very true.
It's hard. You make a really good point because when you think about it, their weapons were ridiculous, and the Packers were without their top two weapons, one for at least 8 weeks, one for, I think we could all safely can assume, based off what I'm reading from Rob Domofsky, Tucker Kraft had a sleeve on his knee, and he was, around, but it doesn't look like he's going to play. And if they're smart, he shouldn't play this week. He shouldn't play next week. He should utilize the bye, and if it was just a scare, he's too valuable to risk.
Mm-hmm. I think that's totally fair. I just look at this team as they are great and they're playing really great football right now. And you don't want to rain on anyone's parade. All right, maybe don't get it. But I've been listening to, basically, Benny, what it comes down to, I've listened to too much Alex Strofe and Kyle Wallace this week, who are ready to book the tickets to Santa Clara. They're ready to print the 17-0 t-shirts. The greatest football team the Packers have probably ever had didn't get it done. That regular season team didn't go undefeated. They didn't win a Super Bowl. You're going to take your lumps along the course of an NFL season. It's good for a team to take your lumps a little bit. If they play the Eagles and they lose that game, all right, what do we see on tape? So we're probably going to play them again, right? Going undefeated means absolutely nothing.
Playing well at the right time does matter.
And just playing well overall, just in learning what you're not good at. Right now, the Packers haven't really shown many things outside of special teams that they're not good at. But the whole 17-0, let's go, green and gold glasses. Bro, chill. It's week 2. Chill. We saw last night the Bills could have gone. They were tied in the fourth quarter. We've seen upsets all year. The Colts are 2-0, bro. Let's just chill a little bit.
I think this team, is it fair to expect 14 wins?
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to see where you're not going to get all cranky about the conversation.
I'm not even cranky about it. People can feel how they want to feel. I just think it's one of those, if this team doesn't have the 17-0, 16-1 season, I'm cool with it. I think they're a really, really good team. I just think that at some point we have seen teams, to my eye, that are significantly better not get it done and stumble. It's a really good point. Stumble into the postseason.
There's a lot of season left. It is week 2, but I want to focus on week 3 now. And I would love for KBN Nation to be the experts here, knowing that Jaden Reed is out, knowing that it's likely going to be a game without Tucker Kraft, your 2 pass catchers that led you in receiving yards last year. What's your game plan? How are the Packers going to score against the Browns? The Browns have the best rush defense through 2 weeks, although I think that might be a flawed sample size based off the 2 games that they played. They still have only given up 45 rush yards per game. Derrick Henry, 11 rushes for 22 yards last week when they played.
That's a weird stat line.
The Ravens.
Doesn't happen.
It doesn't. So when you look at that type of caliber running back, is it going to be a Josh Jacobs game? Is he going to be able to buck the trend of this Cleveland Browns run defense? Is it going to be in the arms of Jordan Love? You're going to need him to make plays with Myles Garrett coming at him without Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft? I want to know from KBN Nation, 800-990-3776, because I ain't worried about the defense. How is this offense going to score points against the Browns? What is your game plan? 800-990-3776. It's Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin. You got Ben Brust and producer of the Thanalysis Show, Tony Cartagena, in with you till 5 o'clock. More next.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN.
I've seen some of those jersey checks.
The NFL. You were a punter.
No. I haven't. I've seen them.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
In football, what does every great team start with?
A strong defense. Same's true in business.
Defense against what?
Cyber threats. That's why companies use Trend Micro.
What do they actually protect?
Your network, your data, your people, from ransomware, phishing, and more.
So it's not just antivirus?
Not at all. Trend Micro has a full defensive playbook trusted worldwide for over 35 years.
Sounds like the kind of defense every business needs.
Exactly. Don't get blindsided. Go to trendmicro.com and see how enterprise security is done right.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
Let's go! You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Owe the IRS $10,000 or more in business or personal back taxes? Call the Tax Doctor now. Learn how to pay the IRS less. 800-430-3062. 800-430-3062.
This is an ad by BetterHelp.
Cold plunges, better sleep, a gym buddy. How do you know what has the biggest impact for an active body and mind? With BetterHelp, you can talk with real, qualified therapists, not AI. With a 4.9-star rating, BetterHelp understands mental wellness shouldn't be tougher than a workout. Their therapists can figure out what's best for you. And yeah, it might involve a cold plunge. Visit BetterHelp.com, code TIMEOUT for 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com, code TIMEOUT.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 5-9. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out the best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
But then you gotta put your back into it. You gotta put your back into it.
How do you see the Packers scoring points against the Browns defense without Jaden Reed and Tucker Kraft? Give us your game plan at 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. We're also on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. No Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman, no Alex Strofe, but you got Ben Brust alongside Tony Cartagena, the producer of the Thanalysis Show with Thanasis Antetokounmpo, and Chris Larson running the show.
I love this segment, this topic, where we are asking essentially the fans on the Carbless Talking text line to be that expert, because this is the type of stuff where, like, when you describe it to me, like, we got a comment on YouTube from DVJ, and he says, or they say, I could see Musgrave and Wicks maybe having really good games. I don't see Green Bay switching up their game plan. To me, I get that mental image of a Musgrave touchdown coming up on Sunday, and that's what gets me excited for game day. Like that kind of stuff, I love that.
I love that you're loving that. I would just temper expectations on Musgrave.
Start Luke Musgrave in all of your fantasy teams.
Yeah, don't
Daily
do
fantasy,
that.
Musgrave.
I just
cover 5, Musgrave.
Whether it's been injuries or like when he has been on the field, he's never been like the consistent 5-6 catch, 4 catch guy. He's like a 1 to 2 catch guy.
I wish I could remember the game it was 2 years ago. Probably must have been his rookie year, where he finally stayed on his feet.
Yeah, Musgrave stayed on his feet.
Yeah.
I think it might have been against the Cowboys in the wild card
Possibly
game.
could have been,
It
but
was towards the end of the season. It was when they were on their ridiculous run in 2023.
Musgrave is the guy who is going to get in the open field and get tackled at the 1, and it'll end up being a Josh Jacobs touchdown, but it is a Musgrave got him there kind of deal.
I like that prediction.
Yep. Here's my prediction, my very early in the show prediction. Musgrave is going to have a drive where it's like the Musgrave drive. He gets them there to the 1.
Josh Jacobs continues his streak of having, would it be?
I think it'll be 10.
No, 11 or 12.
Oh, it's that high? Oh, no, it wasn't. Yeah, it'll be 11 because it was 9, I think, to start the year.
I think it might be 12, so I don't even want to say it until I know. Greg in the 608 chimes in. He says that if you look at the Ravens game, which I've talked about a lot, the way the Ravens were able to score points was, again, I was focusing on the offense, but I got to give Greg credit. He's focusing on the offense with what the defense has the ability to do against Joe Flacco. Is turnovers that make a short field is a way to win this game on the road. He also chimes back in with, this is the golden breakout game.
Ooh.
Look, Rob Domofsky wrote a piece on ESPN.com.
You
you should be excited. I mean, Jordan Love and Matt LaFleur know he's been getting open.
Yeah,
he just
100%.
hasn't. And honestly, he was open when he was missed on 2 deep throws against the Commanders.
They've dialed him up.
it's there. It's ripe for the taking for Matthew Golden. The biggest question mark is the Packers have done a really good job protecting Jordan Love through the first 2 weeks. Myles Garrett is a different animal.
Yeah, and that's no offense to the offensive line that we even bring that up. The offensive line, Rasheed Walker, those guys, they've done a really good job, especially with the injuries there to Banks and to everyone else. Myles Garrett is an all-time great at that position. It's just simply put, he is all-time great. He wrecks a game. He's we were all excited when the Packers traded for Micah Parsons, but we're not that far removed from Myles Garrett requesting a trade and us at ESPN Milwaukee having social graphics of Garrett in a Packers uniform or saying, what would you trade for Myles Garrett in Green Bay? Because he is that Micah Parsons type of player. I think it depending on who you asked. If you said who's better, one person will tell you Micah, one person will tell you Myles Garrett, but they're that similar and that crazy good to completely change a game plan. I don't care if your team is 0-2 or historically a really bad football team. Myles Garrett can wreck a game in a heartbeat.
Yeah, well, we saw what Micah Parsons has done for this defense. He can do the same for the Browns. But overall, I think obviously the team is much better holistically.
For sure.
800-990-3776. Chef Ed says, I think a even mix of run and pass with quick hitters and passes in the flat. Yards after catch are going to be huge. You're cooking with Chef Ed. Dave from Aaron chimes in. The way the Packers win is plain and simple. It's a lot of quick passes and runs up the middle. Going to be a hard-nosed, old-school football game. It has to be mistake-free.
I like that. Mistake-free. Don't throw interceptions, but also talking about those runs up the middle. When you think of some Packers football, you go back to the Favre driver days. You catch those passes in the middle of the field. If that's where Matthew Golden starts, and he catches those passes in the middle of the field and turns upfield for those yards after catch that they're predicting, that's fun football too. You can get down with some of that. That's really good, fun, and one of those plays that you kind of just remember.
You be the expert. What way are the Packers going to have success finding points on offense against the Browns? 800-990-3776. I truly believe that Josh Jacobs will be a major focus. And I think what has been something that we haven't seen too much this year from Josh Jacobs, and it's again, it's kind of a good thing because we've seen Tucker Kraft go for 124 yards. Jordan Love spread the ball around in the first game to 10 different receivers on 16 completions.
Wild.
It just has been one of those, it's 2 games in. But the way that they were utilizing Josh Jacobs in 2024 at the end of the season kind of feels like you're going to have to use him now. And it's not just rushing, it's receiving. Did you know that Josh Jacobs only has 1 reception through 2 games?
Season?
1 reception for 4 yards.
Was it last year where it was his first ever receiving touchdown?
Let me go back for reference here. No, just to tell you,
that.
When I think about Josh Jacobs and what he's able to do in the receiving end here, there was a stretch where he had 3, 5, 2, 4, 0, 4, 0, 4, 4. So he is very involved in both. In a lot of these opening drives too. I think Josh Jacobs is going to get a lot of those dump downs, just get him in space because
get him in space.
You see the rush defense statistics. They give up 45 yards a game. I think it's a little flawed based off the game flow against the Ravens and Derrick Henry only giving 11 rushes. But it's still going to be tough. They're a good defensive line. They're weak on the back end. You got to get Josh Jacobs out in space. You got to utilize him as much as possible.
The NFL should change that, by the way. If for Josh Jacobs specifically, right? You catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage, rushing yards. Because that's essentially how they're going to use him. He's just getting the ball in a different spot. But I completely agree. They get him the ball outside the tackle box, and he's able to make one guy miss and turn upfield for 7, 8, 9 yards at a time. Josh Jacobs will eat. It'll be a good game for him.
Yeah, so I'm going boring, but you got to go boring sometimes when you think about when you lose Kraft and Reed. And you don't have Christian Watson. Those were 3 guys that led you in receiving yards last year. You got to stick to something that will open up and make the game easier for the Wickses and the Dobbs and the Goldens to have opportunities. Because if you go out there and you're like, we're going to throw the ball, I think they'll take their chances knowing that, like, again, none of them have ever been the first and second options out there consistently throughout an entire game, other than maybe Romeo Doubs, but he's always been more of that security blanket.
Ben, I say this because I love you. We both cheer for Badger basketball. I saw your team score 40 points in a game and win.
That was my junior year.
There is nothing.
Oh, that was my senior year, actually.
40?
Yeah, we
Not
beat
you, the team. 40.
We beat Virginia, who had
that's who it
3
was.
pros.
Joe Harris was on that team.
Joe Harris, Malcolm Brogdon, Justin Anderson,
yep.
Sam Decker, and Frank Kaminsky. 5 NBA players on the floor. 48-38 on the road in Virginia.
That's what I'm saying. I have seen you score 40 points as a team in a game and win. We've rooted for Bo Ryan. There is nothing boring about winning. If the Packers have to run the clock in this one and the final score ends up being closer to that line than we think, it's that 7.5, and this ball game ends up being, let's just call it 21-14, just something very simple of a football game, great. The Packers won. A very depleted offensive line, a very depleted weaponry, let's just say, with the tight end and wide receivers, and you still get the win. Boring is okay. And yes, as we heard this week, national radio will say, well, the Packers should be winning games 40-6 instead of 24. Who cares?
No, you shouldn't. I love
Win
that.
it
You shouldn't care.
Get it out. Win the game. Get out healthy. Win the game. Get out healthy.
I
That's all that
completely
matters.
agree. I think it doesn't. This is one of those games where you shouldn't be looking for style points. If it happens, take it. Absolutely take it. If it's a game where you beat the crap out of them because they're just that bad and your defense is turning them over and like they're just like kind of giving up because they're like, oh, here we go again.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Flacco's out there and they just lose confidence that like, all right, how are we going to continue to play hard on defense when we get a stop and then the ball comes back to our team and then we're sitting on the sidelines and we're watching Joe Flacco dink and dunk over the middle for 3-4 yards pass.
Yeah. Or it's Packers go on a long drive, 6 yards at a time. Joe Flacco gets out there after his nap and goes 3 and out, and that defense gas has to go back out there again after being on the field for 6 minutes. Like, there are ways to win this football game, and honestly, that's probably how I see them winning this when we're talking about, like, strategy, is a lower scoring-ish, but just longer sustained drives by the Packers, those chunk yardage at a time. But there's nothing wrong with winning a ball game. When you're beat up and you're going on the road, no matter who you're playing, on the road is hard. Just get out of there with the win. I don't care if it's 7.5 or 12.5. Just get out there with a win and come out healthy. Boring as it is, that's fine.
AJ in Baltimore chimes in on the Carveless Talk and Text line. I'm so high on Golden this week. I'm predicting a Christian Watson rookie year 3-touchdown type game.
Oh, do you
Rush
remember
defense,
that?
Yeah,
Do you remember how sweet that game was?
Yeah, I think he had an end around as well. Like he was doing it in every different way.
Out that game.
Greg is echoing you. He's like, I'll take a 9-6 win, TC.
Oh, let's go.
It's just some field goals.
Ben, I'll give you $1 right now. You tell me who the Browns kicker is. I think they got a different one from the guy who missed in week 1.
No, he's still the guy.
He's still the guy?
But he's injured. I just saw that he's injured, legitimately.
I was just going to say it's the McManus versus the, I don't know who the Browns kicker is show.
Maybe it's 9-0 then, so I'm sure they'll grab a kicker, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We're going to get to Wheel of Strofe, a.k.a. Wheel of Chris, on the other side. It's Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with no Nortman, no Kyle, no Strofe, Ben Brust, and Tony Cartagena here. Let us know how you see this game flow happening. Let us know how you see the Packers scoring points against this Browns defense. 800-990-3776. Carpless Talk and Text line. And we'll be back with the Wheel of Strofe Chris.
Wheel of
Strofe Chris.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
I'm a seam head now. You can call me whatever you want.
Seam head. I don't even know what that is.
That means I'm a baseball dork. All I do is sit and watch MLB big inning at night.
Head. I've never heard that before.
This is because you're not a seam head.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The fall trade-up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
UW Credit Union presents the Student Athlete of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. UW Credit Union is here for every you. Learn more at uwcu.org.
This week's UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week is Homestead High School's Connor Pangallo. In Homestead's 42-7 win over Whitefish Bay on Thursday, Pangallo had 12 carries for 67 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. On top of that, he would later take a 93-yard kick return to the house for his 3rd touchdown of the game. Through 4 games, Pangallo has led the Highlanders to an undefeated record with 690 yards and 10 touchdowns. Pangallo is in his senior year and is also an all-conference baseball player. Congrats to Connor Pangallo, your UW Credit Union Student Athlete of the Week.
Craving that crispy, cheesy, thick Detroit-style pizza? Well, now you got it with Screamin' Sicilian. Screamin' Sicilian delivers the crunch, the gooey cheese pull, and that light, airy crust that you love, all baked in its own pan for those crave-worthy caramelized edges straight from your home oven. You got the cheese, the pepperoni, multi-meat, or supreme. It's like dining out, but without the hefty bill. Find Screamin' Sicilian in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian, Detroit-style, thick, crispy, unapologetically screamin'.
Looking to heat up a career in HVAC? Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling in Milwaukee is now hiring HVAC installers and service technicians. Family owned and operated, Dick & Trough offers competitive wages, a 401k match, health insurance benefits, and a winning, positive team culture that sets them apart. This is more than a job. It's a chance to grow with a company that truly values its people. Apply now to become their newest team member at dickandtrough.com. Dick & Trough Heating and Cooling. Come see the difference. Apply at dickandtrough.com.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
That dog does not want to be petted.
Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Hope you're enjoying this wonderful Friday. I think it's nice out. Again, you don't get outside much, but forecasts look good. Milwaukee, at least. Madison, no idea. Hopefully it's nice for you, too. Ben Brust, no Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. Tony Cartagena in for them, the producer of the Analysis Show with TA.
If you're watching on YouTube, you saw Ben literally stop going, Ben Brust,
I did, but I didn't say it.
You didn't say it.
I didn't say it. But I've said it 1,000 times. So over 1,000 times. So it's just ingrained in the brain. Chris Larson's running the show. And speaking of which, no Alex Strofe either. So on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman here, it's time for the Wheel of Strofe Chris.
It's It's time for the
Wheel of Stro!
All right, guys, let's kick off the Wheel of Strofe / Chris here with a big spin on the big wheel.
I love that it actually is a wheel.
I just love the sound of the wheel.
It's so good.
And it lands on yellow, which is for coaching carousel. Could this be Jeff Hafley's final season in Green Bay? We're just 2 weeks into the Packers season. Defensive coordinator already a name to keep a close eye on ahead of the next coaching cycle. According to ESPN insider Jeremy Fowler, Fox 6 sports director Tim Van Voren was asked during his appearance on the Homer Hour on Wednesday. You can hear that show weeknights 5 to 6 across ESPN Milwaukee and ESPN Beaver Dam. And TVV believes that Hafley's second season will be his final season in Titletown.
If I'm a Packer fan or I like watching defense schemes, watch him this year because I firmly believe Jeff Hafley will be a head coach elsewhere next year as long as this projection continues. And then, Homer. Okay.
Do you guys agree with him? Do you think this is going to be Hafley's final season?
I don't think Homer agrees with him.
Homer didn't think so. No,
Doesn't sound like Homer agrees. Ben, I'm going to jump on this one first, and I hope all the other NFL teams out there are listening. Jeff Hafley is super awkward. He interviews terribly. He's bad behind the scenes. What else can we say about Jeff Hafley that isn't true, but I want other teams to think it? He dresses unprofessionally. He doesn't shower. He just lives at the facility. Stop trying to poach our defensive coordinator.
I know that people are worried about this, and I get it because it's been an interesting journey getting to this point of having a confident defense.
Yeah.
But Micah Parsons is on this defense. Xavier McKinney, Edgerrin Cooper, if Jeff Hafley gets a head coaching job, this becomes the most coveted defensive coordinator position opening where you're going to get the best candidates so that they can do,
you might get a head coach who's actually.
Yeah, sometimes you do. And it's like anything, right? You always hear about a coaching tree. If Matt LaFleur has a coaching tree, that's a good thing.
That's a great
thing. That means he has a sustained system where he can develop coaches. They go on and be successful, and that attracts the best talent to your organization. So, I love what Jeff Hafley's doing. Hold on, I love Jeff Hafley. But if he goes, it's not the end all be all because he will attract more talent than ever before based off the pieces in this defense and what he showed you can do with it.
Here, I was just trying to trash his, put out bad word on Jeff Hafley, but that makes a ton of sense. It will be the most coveted coordinator position in football, probably.
Yes.
And if he goes because he got us a ring, great. Thank you.
You're telling me I can apply to the Green Bay Packers to be the defensive coordinator? And they have Micah Parsons? Yeah, sign me up.
Honestly, though, would you rather be the defensive coordinator to Micah Parsons and the Packers or the head coach to Tyler Sow and the New Orleans Saints?
Exactly.
Do you know what? Just pay him more. Honestly, if he's
They're paying Rich Bisaccia too damn much.
Take Richie B's money, send it over to Jeff, and call it a day. There's your game plan. You want to know how you keep him in Green Bay? You pay the man.
Wheel of Stro!
Another big spin here. Where are we landing on here? We are landing on blue, which is for expansion. Starting with the 2026 season, the Big Ten men's basketball tournament will now include all 18 teams, expanding from the previous 15-team format, which excluded the bottom 3 teams from the regular season standings. The tournament will also begin one day earlier to accommodate the 3 additional teams. However, the Big Ten women's basketball tournament will continue to be 15 teams. Do you agree having all 18 teams in? Should it be back down to 15? Should it be less? Should there be no tournament at all whatsoever?
I could care less that they expanded it because the 3 teams that are in are just delaying the inevitable.
If Chris didn't mention it, would you have known it before next year's tournament?
No, I would have known. I would have known. To me, I'm like, wait, so now the bottom 3 teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah, congrats Northwestern, Penn State, and Rutgers.
So whoever it is, I'd be pissed if I was a player. I'd be like, damn. I was already on my way to spring break, and now I just got to go to wherever the Big Ten tournament is.
Indianapolis.
Just to lose? Like, I mean, that's going to be starting on, what, Tuesday?
Yeah.
Is the Big Ten tournament going to be Tuesday through Sunday?
Yeah, because it started Wednesday earlier now with the expansion to 15 teams. Now it's going to be Tuesday probably.
So if you're a top 4 seed, are you getting 3 buys? Friday, you don't play till Friday?
Yeah, Friday.
Pretty much, yep.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Look, it's college athletics. If there's a way to make $1, they're going to make
I don't know
that
how much
dollar.
money they can be making off the 3 worst teams.
It might actually be $1, but hey, do you know what? They got to put some on BTN at noon.
Yeah.
There it is. Cool.
Will you be watching that, Chris?
Chris will.
Cool. Oh, you know I will.
Chris will be dialed in.
Tuesday through Sunday now? Nice.
Wheel of Stro.
Chris.
And we are landing on green, which is for NFL trade deadline. We're only 2 weeks away, or we're only 2 weeks into the season, and still more than 6 weeks away from the November 4th trade deadline. But ESPN's already come out with their potential trade candidates for the upcoming deadline. One of the names on the list is Packers wide receiver Romeo Doubs, with Jalen Reed and Christian Watson eventually coming back, while Melton already moving to cornerback. Just to make the team, the receiver room is going to be jam-packed. Doubs already rumored this past offseason to be on the move in the final year of his contract. Packers may be looking to recoup some of that draft capital they lost in the Micah Parsons deal. Could you see them making a move? Doubs exiting Titletown, somebody else from the receiver room hitting the bricks as well, maybe?
Okay.
I'm going to let you start here because this is interesting.
It is. It's something that is not unexpected. It's just crazy that we're 2 weeks in and we already have articles about the deadline and targets. I don't know. I do know. I'm saying I don't know about trading him. I really don't.
I wouldn't do it.
We're going back to, if you're trading him, you're overvaluing draft picks.
You're overvaluing draft picks for sure.
If you're good, I mean, let's be honest. Romeo Doubs has made big plays these first 2 weeks.
He security blanket's the wrong term.
I agree.
But he is like...
He's steady Eddie.
He's James Jones. Let's just be honest. He's that guy. When you need him, when Jordan Love needs him, he is there. He might have one game where he has 2 catches for 16 yards, and both of them are on 3rd and 8. Like, honestly, that's how I feel about Romeo Doubs.
Yeah, I just think
Jordan
he's too
Love
valuable. If you think your team can win a Super Bowl,
you don't mess that up.
You don't change what you've already started to show as a general manager, that you're being aggressive.
And it's a league, if we're being honest, it's a passing league, right? Like, you don't trade a wide receiver if your team is in true contention at that point.
Chris,
and
could they
also,
get a compensatory pick if they don't trade him and they just let him go?
That I don't know.
If he leaves as a free agent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they would probably get one. I'm assuming someone much smarter than us hit us up and let us know. But
that's even more reason why I'm
well, that was going to be my response. Was going to be if he leaves, if he walks, they're going to get something for him. So just let it be. What do we think, Chris?
Yeah, it says they're expected to receive a compensatory draft pick, potentially a 4th or 5th round selection in the 2027 NFL draft if Doubs signs with another team as a free agent after his rookie contract expires.
4th, 5th round, that's where Goody thrives, man.
Yeah, again, but what would they trade for? A 3rd at best?
At best.
And so, if anything, if they're going to make a trade, it should be for a player, in my opinion, if there's a swap that makes sense.
All right, sure. If the Vikings, just want to get rid of Justin Jefferson, sure, then do it.
I was thinking more cornerback depth, but I don't think it happens. Because I just this is the new Goody. I'm believing in new Goody, not moving on from things that he has that are working.
I've talked really bad about Goody. I've turned the corner on that, and I'll believe in new Goody as well. I'm on your team there.
All right, that's it for the Wheel of Strofe /Chris. Tucker Kraft, I got an update from Rob Domofsky here. It's important to note. The news happened from Ian Rappaport and Rob Domofsky yesterday at around 3 o'clock-ish. So it's been 24 hours. And I'm not going to lie, the initial reports were weirdly worded because he was still getting evaluated. And some said long-term, some said not season-ending, but that still makes you jump ahead. He might not even go on IR now, so let's update Tucker Kraft. And then Tony did something that he stumbled into. It is the funniest thing that I've ever seen in my life. ChatGPT has... I can't say it.
We're going to talk about
Tucker
it.
Kraft, then ChatGPT on the Badgers next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
Yeah, let them do it. I ain't doing it.
You're not going to hurt our feelings.
come on.
Just mine.
Homer, come on. Yo, fuck. I should be doing this time. I should be 2-6. That good enough for you? You need any more? Nobody's as good as me.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The Marquette family is hurting. 2 men's lacrosse student athletes were tragically taken far too soon in an accident that has shaken the entire community.
In the face of unimaginable loss, this team continues to show strength, love, and resilience.
Embodying what it truly means to be part of the Marquette family.
Now they need us.
You can support the team through the Men's Lacrosse Excellence Fund, with every dollar going to help them during this time of unprecedented challenge.
Find the link to help pinned to ESPN Milwaukee's Twitter page.
We are Marquette.
At Alpha Custom Apparel, we create standout corporate apparel and promotional gear that makes a lasting impression. Whether it's polos for your next conference, branded jackets for your sales team, or eye-catching giveaways for a client event, we've got you covered. We offer a concierge-like experience for businesses who want more. More customization, more creativity, more impact. From concept to delivery, we help brands big and small show up looking their best, with speed, style, and attention to detail. Create with us today at alphacustomapparel.com.
It's time for the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirits deals in town. Located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action.
After clinching the playoffs last weekend, the Brewers continued their successful homestand by sweeping the Angels. In the process of the 3-game sweep, Christian Yelich eclipsed 100 RBIs on the season. Here's what manager Pat Murphy had to say about this accomplishment for his star player.
It's quite an accomplishment for any player, and how he started the first month and all that kind of stuff, to have 100 RBIs, and it's credit to him. He's having a real nice season.
The Brewers will now begin their last road trip of the year as they will head to St. Louis to take on the Cardinals for a 3-game series.
This has been the Milwaukee Baseball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Catholic Memorial Football.
Barreling towards the end zone, and he's in! Isaac Miller!
The Crusaders host New Berlin West on Friday night.
All the way into the end zone! Camden Shumpert!
Crusaders football is brought to you by R&R Insurance, D&M Accounting and Consulting Services, Curative Care, Home Sealed Exteriors, and Tony Wendorf and Associates. Tune in Friday starting at 6:30 on 94.5 ESPN with kickoff at 7. Also watch the live video stream at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube.
I've been to my fair share of green and gold games, and the best way to get there is with Accutrans Group. At Good Karma Brands and ESPN Milwaukee, we use Accutrans Group to get our partners to and from Green Bay, and it's always first class. From stadiums to concerts and tailgates, your game day fun starts the moment you step on board. Sit back, relax, and let their professional chauffeurs handle the traffic while you enjoy the ride. Accutrans Group is Milwaukee's premier ground transportation, available 24/7 with sedans, SUVs, limos, vans, and buses. Book today at AccuTransGroup.com.
Hey, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Buying a roof, siding, or windows can feel overwhelming. Hidden costs, confusing contracts. We don't play that game. We educate you so you can decide. And when you know the facts, Infinity Exteriors is the clear choice. Since 1997, we've installed peace of mind with no surprise upcharges, flexible budgets, and immediate financing. Infinity Exteriors, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Visit infinityexteriors.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Matt LaFleur spoke to the media post-practice today. Got some updates coming for you. Ben Brust alongside Tony Cartagena, who's in for Kyle Wallace and Brad Nortman. Chris Larson's in for Alex Strope. That's a mouthful. Yeah. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talking text line. And, of course, get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Pre-practice, here's what Matt LaFleur had to say about Tucker Kraft.
Let me guess.
We'll try again.
Or Matt LaFleur could rap, too. I'm down for that.
Let me guess. Who wants to ask it first?
What happened to Tucker yesterday?
He was practicing and got hurt.
Will he practice today?
That I don't believe so. So it's unfortunate. It is what it is. I don't think it'll be long term. So that's a positive, but he will not be out there today. I couldn't tell you. I mean, we'll give him, just like we do with all these guys, we'll give him up to game time. But he's got more than anything. So that's a positive, but he will not be out there today.
Play Sunday or no?
I couldn't tell you. I mean, we'll give him, just like we do with all these guys.
That's good enough from Matt LaFleur, Chris.
Tucker's not practicing.
Yeah. Rob Nowofsky tweeted Tucker Kraft was doing rehab work off to the side during the stretch portion of practice. He was wearing a sleeve on the right leg, seemed to be moving well. So you take it for what you want to take it.
We'll see.
Yes, that's perfect.
So when the news broke yesterday, I believe it was Brian D., our director of content, sent it out in a text message to the team here. But the way it was like shown on the phone, it cut off before the bottom line of like it's not expected to be season ending. And all I saw right away was Tucker Kraft's had a knee injury in practice, and I went right back to David Bakhtiari, which is where I think a lot of Packer fans probably went, where it's like a knee injury in practice of all places. And since then, it's gone from double ACL, MCL replacement surgery to
a scare,
a bruise. Like,
yeah,
we'll see.
To quote the Parent Trap.
Oh, where are you going with this one?
You gave me a fright? Tucker Kraft gave us all a fright.
If you are a millennial, you will 100% get that reference. Where'd you are? So you and
because it's looking like, as Adam Schefter tweeted, it's looking like it was just a scare, is what he had said on Twitter. And I immediately thought, you gave me a fright.
But when you first read it and it came across, and it was like not likely to be season ending.
Well,
so I'm already thinking like, all right, they get back to the playoffs.
So you see knee, and then you see season ending, and then you have to look closer to make sure that you're not actually losing your mind.
Reading
and thinking,
things is too hard these days. You have to. Is
he okay or is he not okay?
Yeah, your eyes go to the big words. It's knee, season ending. Then you got to check, make sure it's real. Then you got to read the words in between the words. Those are super important.
Like it should have been. It is not. NOT all caps.
Yes,
it is not season ending. And now I'm going to do Borat. This suit is not black. He let you know the suit wasn't black. It's not black. This is not season ending.
Stop burying the lead on social media. So that tweet, let's fix it for him. It is not, all caps, season ending. However,
it is likely not, which is okay. Just say not.
Right away.
So
however,
we know.
Tucker Kraft
is being evaluated.
Yeah, something more chill than sounding the alarm.
Yes. All of them were very sketchy in how they were written, which caused for concern, and now it was just a scare.
I feel so much better right now than I did this time yesterday.
Totally. 24 hours later, it is night and day from Alex Strofe sitting across from me yesterday.
Oh, did he freak
panicking
out?
about all the injuries? Like, well, Nate Hobbs been hurt, and now Jaden Reed, we have Christian Watson, and Zach Tom, and Aaron Banks, and like he's like,
leave it up to a poorly structured tweet to get Strofe spiraling.
It was a spiral.
He
just went down the injury. He was like, he basically read me the injury list and report like I've never seen it before. Like,
cool.
I know.
We know these guys are hurt.
And what was a bad timing by early in the season, because you were like, all right, you got Thursday Night Football on a long stretch before you play the next Sunday game. Turns out that's when the most injuries happen, and a bye week will come at a good time for Tucker Kraft and this team. In 2 minutes here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, Tony Cartagena, producer of the Analysis Show, is in for Brad and Kyle. Ran into something amazing on ChatGPT.
The AI is taking over.
I also just saw ESPN Madison posted me talking about the Badgers and me saying, like, if they don't win this game on Saturday, how am I supposed to have any confidence they can do anything moving forward?
You won't.
Let me just say, ChatGPT disagrees with me. Hear from the AI robot in 2 minutes.
This is Kevin Moret from Mentality. Every day is a silent competition, and with testosterone dropping 1% annually, you're fighting an uphill battle. Your colleagues notice when you lose your edge, your partner senses when your confidence wavers, and without addressing low T, you're set up to fail. No willpower can overcome this hormonal deficit. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments have shown a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Don't let low T define you. Reclaim your power at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Ticket September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on Drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Ticket September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Football's back, and if you're headed up toward Green Bay, the perfect stop is Higher Love Cannabis Company, just seconds over the border in Menominee, Michigan. Less than an hour from Green Bay. An easy stop before or after the game or anytime you're passing through town. And with so many low-quality, unregulated CBD products floating around Wisconsin, trust matters. Higher Love, award-winning, organically grown, locally owned, and the real deal. Higher Love Cannabis Company, best in the Midwest. Visit findhigherlove.com/CBD.
You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD Milwaukee, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
This is absolutely amazing stuff coming on Kyle Brust and Nortman. Ben Brust with Tony Cartagena, producer of the Analysis Show, with your boy T.A., bronze medal winner for Greece. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Liz is more. How did you come up with this idea, Tony?
I don't understand how my brain works, but, we were chatting, and we were trying to figure out, what do Badgers... So I told you, we're both proud alums, UW. I hate having a bad football team. There's just something about it where, of course, when we were there, too, it was just absolute dominance under Bielema and some of those
3 straight Rose Bowls freshman, sophomore, and junior year.
Exactly, and just absolute domination in most games. You play a non-conference game, you throw up 50. It was just like clockwork. And now we're here, where it's tough against Miami of Ohio, tough against Middle Tennessee State for most of it, and last week we pretend didn't happen. So we were talking, blah, 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 and I was just like, what do fans have to look forward to with this Badger team? And I just threw it in a ChatGPT, and here's exactly how I worded it. How should fans of the Wisconsin Badgers feel about head coach Luke Fickell? Because I'm just curious, what is the internet really saying? What is the AI really saying about Luke Fickell? Tell me something to give me some hope. I like hearing that. It kicks you back a ton of information. Reasons for optimism, reasons for patience. And then the bottom line, the synopsis that ChatGPT gives me to that question. Stop me at any time, Ben. Badger fans should see Luke Fickell as the right long-term hire in all bold letters. A coach who can keep Wisconsin's identity intact while modernizing enough to compete nationally.
Nationally? Is Middle Tennessee nationally?
Keep Wisconsin's identity intact while modernizing enough to compete nationally.
Please continue.
The short term may be bumpy.
Has been.
But if the administration, players, and fans
stay
patient,
Not good at that.
The upside is higher than it's been in decades.
Wow.
If administration, players, and fans stay patient, the upside is higher than it's been in decades.
That's the synopsis?
That is what ChatGPT says. How should fans of the Wisconsin Badgers feel about head football coach Luke Fickell? The upside is better than it's been in decades. Ben, come on. How are you not excited about that?
I used to fear AI and think we were going to be extinct.
Mm-hmm.
But now I realize we're good.
As a content creator, you're always looking over your shoulder. Our CEO here one time told us, he's like, yeah, in 2025, 2,500 new podcasts have been released. I was like, all right, that sounds about right. That aren't ran by humans. I was like, I'm going to be out of a job soon. And then I hear this from ChatGPT and the AI telling us to believe in the long-term picture of Luke Fickell. These computers don't know nothing.
Well, I'm not giving up. Okay. But the one thing that ChatGPT is telling me is they don't have emotions, they don't have feelings, and they're dumb. They don't know how the world works. Just ask. You know what?
What's the next question?
Okay, it's like ask Jeeves.
Yeah, but let's ChatGPT some sports stuff.
All right.
Before, can I just read you two other sentences?
Sure, go ahead.
From the above parts, it's the reason for optimism. Fecal. He's coaching like fecal matter, that's for sure. Fickell has raised the ceiling, aiming for more national level talent while honoring Wisconsin's blue collar DNA.
That's just a lie.
That's just not.
I mean, the defensive line is bigger and they're stopping the run, but we used to be able to get off the field on third down because we have guys in the league that are in the NFL still because they wreaked havoc off the edge.
TJ Watt wasn't the best defensive player on his team that year.
I know. I would like to ask ChatGPT.
All right, hold on. Let me get to typing. New chat.
Continue based off what you started with, right?
Yeah. You want? This is a Badger question.
Yeah.
All right, let's continue this discourse. Chris, we got to find a good name for our AI person here.
After the Badgers play Maryland. How many games will they win?
In football this weekend, how many of their remaining games will they win?
Adam chimes in on the Carbless Talking text line. Does ChatGPT work for Luke Fickell? And if you have any questions,
oh my God!
If you have any questions for ChatGPT that we should ask about the Packers, the Badgers, or the Brewers, 800-990-3776. Send them my way or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison.
We got to do something here. Chris, can you, or Ben, if you have it in front of you, the Badgers' remaining schedule?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, let's read the games after Maryland this week. Let's read the games that they have coming up because ChatGPT. So I typed in the question from Ben. After the game this weekend, how many of their remaining games will they win? It gave me my guess how many of the remaining games they'll win. Just gave me straight up their prediction. Please read some of the opponents the Badgers have coming up.
After Maryland, they play Michigan on the road at the Big House.
Fun.
Then they're at home against Iowa, which will probably be evenly matched, but I would give edge to Iowa because Wisconsin still is Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yikes. Home against Ohio State.
Yikes.
On the road against Oregon.
That sounds fun.
Home against Washington.
All right, meant some hope.
On the road against Indiana.
Nope.
Brett Bielema and the top 10 Illinois team coming to Wisconsin.
Negative.
And then Minnesota.
I think they'll win 4 of the games remaining after Maryland. ChatGPT.
4?
4 of the ones you just listed.
So that would mean
we just struggled to come up with 2.
That would mean,
Washington?
The 4 games would be Washington, Minnesota, Iowa.
That's 3.
Then you got to be Indiana, Illinois, Oregon, Ohio State, or Michigan. After what we just saw?
Yeah. These robots, man. You know what? Let's just type in the question. We're all really wondering here about Wisconsin Badger football. Will Luke Fickell be the head coach for the...
What are you talking about, ChatGPT? Why are you asking that question? ChatGPT is a Luke Fickell stan.
We just got to ask it. Let's see what they say.
And
they think he's going to be here for the long haul.
I don't need to know this because they're 2-1 right now, and I'm not gonna lie. If they won 4 games after Maryland, that would put them potentially at 7 wins. If they had 7 wins and were bowl eligible, then I'll eat crow.
Given all of this, I believe it's more likely than not that Fickell will still be the head coach in 2026. The contract, the buyout, and the institutional investment all point toward that as a default unless there's a major collapse. What more of a collapse do we need to see, people?
Well, again, it hasn't happened. The collapse hasn't happened.
Fair.
And
they think they're going to go 500 the rest of the way here. So
no, ChatGPT technically has them at 7 wins, bowl eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're 2-1 right now. They're probably assuming they're going to beat Maryland, and then they had 4 wins after that. That's 7 wins from Luke Fickell. If ChatGPT is right, I'll eat all the crow. All the crow.
It's going to be scary.
And then I'll think extinction's happening
Yeah.
again.
So it had said at the end, if you like, I can run some scenarios, best and worst case, to see what his retention chances look like, depending on how 2025 plays out. Do you want that? So yes, of course. Yes,
Did you?
Absolutely, I want that. Worst case scenario, record 3-9 or 4-8 in 2025, missing a bowl game. They say the likelihood of him staying of that is 40%. Middle scenario, and this is what they say is most likely. Record 5-7 or 6-6 in 2025. Likelihood of staying 70%.
I agree with that.
And then best case scenario, which is if you added up what they have the Badgers at, 7-5 or better, and they win a bowl game. Likelihood of staying then obviously 95%.
I mean, 100%.
Yeah. So if the Badgers win 5 games, essentially, ChatGPT is saying absolutely Luke Fickell is back. These robots, man.
Now, Ryan chimes in. Ben, if Wisconsin doesn't win Saturday, Wisconsin won't win again this season. I said that earlier in the week.
That's got to be going well for you on the internet right now.
Well, I
think you're right.
But here's the thing: is I don't care if I'm right. I don't want to be right,
Listen,
Tony. I don't want to be right.
That's the bad part. People. Here's the thing: what happens way too often in this field, right? People hear Ben say, if the Badgers don't beat Maryland, they're not going to win another game this season, or it's hard to see them winning another game. Yeah, if you can't beat Maryland, it's really tough for me to pick you against Iowa, right? It's tough for me to pick you against Bielema and Illinois. That doesn't mean you want the Badgers to lose. We want this football team to be so good that we can book shows in
I used to look at the schedule and be like, what home game do I have to be at? What road game might be a fun trip with buddies?
Absolutely. And it is miserable having a bad college football team.
Like, to all the people that went to Alabama, that's awesome. I'm glad you got to experience Tuscaloosa, but, like,
that seems... Do you know that ride back? I think we had an ESPN Madison teammate go, and I thought I heard on the air that he drove.
That sounds miserable.
You think I want to drive back after that?
From Alabama?
I thought that's what they said on the air.
Wow. That's a long trip to get your butt whooped.
Wild.
While the team's flying over you, while the players are getting paid.
Yeah.
They're making more money than you, and they're just flying over your head, and you just drove to go see them.
It just used to be it was fun, and it was having the energy of your college football team being so good, at least the college football playoff is so far-fetched as a goal right now. Like, so far-fetched.
When they would have made it at least 2 times with the expanded playoff in the 2010 to
100%
20 era.
Yeah, 2010 to 2020. Essentially, Bielema and Christ. There's a common denominator there. I know things got weird with Christ at the end, and they ended how they ended. But Badger fans everywhere, we would pay to have Bielema back. We would pay to have Stavi under center again. Like, that was the golden age of Badger football. And let me tell you, we might not have realized it while we were in it, especially you and I when we were students during this whole run, but it sucks being on the other side.
It sure does. And I want to move back to something more positive, which is knowing that when you don't have 2 really 3 of your pass catchers from last year, you still can go into a game expecting to win and having like confidence no matter what happens. You have a defense that can carry you, or like a guy on a team that can change a game. There's no game changers on Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Tony Cartagena here with you till 5 o'clock. We move away from ChatGPT and the negativity, and we move to the Browns and the Packers.
All positive vibes there, baby.
I'm still worried about Joe Flacco's health on Sunday next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
He is now off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artist. Choke artist, choke artist, choke artist. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You
frauds,
choked against TCU. You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. You choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
30-minute afternoon drive with a crash on 94 West, right near 25th Street. This is on the right shoulder. Looks like it involves a black Jeep, so be mindful of that. Already a tight squeeze. A few extra minutes on your ride from the Marquette towards about the stadium. Eastbound on 94 from the Zoo to 35th will be slow. That's an extra 4 minutes on your ride from the Zoo into the Marquette. Also slow go on 894 West from about Forest Home over to the Hale. And then north and south on 43 between Capitol Drive and downtown will be a couple extra minutes. Had an earlier crash on the exit to North Avenue. That has been cleared up. And checking the storm team forecast, scattered storms possible tonight with a low of 63. More rain possible Saturday, early then partly sunny with highs in the mid to upper 70s. This weather was brought to you by Morningstar Golfers Club. Tee it up at Morningstar Golfers Club. Championship greens, breathtaking views, and a golf experience you won't forget. Book your tee time today at golfthestar.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
All day, every day. The Carbless Talk and Text line is open for you.
First off, there is not one team that's on the fringe that scares me.
800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. This is more.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
It's WTMJ's Debbie Lazaga for Comfort Awnings. I reclaim my outdoor space by having Comfort Awnings install a motorized retractable awning so I can enjoy the sun and get relief when I need it. Sensors are also available that detect strong winds and rain to extend or retract your awning. They even protect against UV radiation so you can safely enjoy the outdoors. Family owned and located in Burlington, Comfort Awnings expertly installs custom awnings that fit your home and style. Right now, you can receive $250 off all awnings and screens. Call 414-AWNINGS or visit comfortawnings.com.
Let's get the latest from Lambeau. This is your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee. Why Z-Bart? Because you don't want rust holes in your expensive vehicle. Let Z-Bart keep the rust away with professional rust protection. Only at Z-Bart.
A little scare, but all good, is what one source told ESPN's Adam Schefter after Packers tight end Tucker Kraft left Thursday's practice with a left knee injury. Kraft, coming off of a game where he had a career-high 124 yards receiving, left Thursday's practice in Green Bay to undergo further tests. While his status for Sunday's game against the Cleveland Browns on the road remains uncertain, it seems as if the third-year tight end avoided disaster. It's Packers-Browns, a noon kickoff from Cleveland on Sunday. The Packers, 7.5-point favorites. I'm Alex Strofe.
This has been your green and gold fix on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by Z-Bart of Greater Milwaukee.
Why Z-Bart? Because cars, trucks, and SUVs still rust. They do. Just look around the parking lot. Well, it doesn't have to happen, people. Google Z-Bart rust protection, call Z-Bart, and keep your car rust-free.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers Tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Do not miss a fresh farm-to-table dining experience unlike any other at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Gather and Grow is a limited showcase of foods from independent farms and producers across Wisconsin. So let's gather and celebrate the bounty of the state we call home. Tickets are available at Potawatomi.com. Also, we'll have a Ben's Best Bet later. Had a good time at the Weekly Wager. Won a little money quickly at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. They have everything for you there, so make sure you check them out and get your tickets for Gather and Grow. Ben Brust, no Kyle Wallace, no Brad Nortman. I got Tony Cartagena to my right. He's the producer of the Thanalysis Show. For you longtime listeners, you'll remember TC from Wilde and Tausch, 9 to 11 back in the day.
Yeah, once Jesse Nelson took over, they got the extra hour, and I was a little bit jealous, so I would just take all the credit as I built him up to be worthy of 3 hours, and I'm obviously saying that kidding because those guys didn't need me.
Yes. I hate to say it. But TA needs you. I know
you
that.
You hate to say those guys didn't need me? No, those guys are crazy good. They did not need me.
I just don't like giving any credit to Jesse.
Oh, that's fair.
That's more so where I was going. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless talk and text line.
Bro, me and TA are going to kill it this year. Just a complete side note. He's back in Milwaukee with the team this year. We got the show rolling. It's going to be wild.
Yes, stay tuned on Thanalysis Show on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter,
TikTok, KBN. He wants to make more appearances with you guys throughout the season.
He's always welcome.
It's going to be fun.
Especially, man, he's going to be on the team. He's going to be too busy now.
No. He's behind the scenes throughout Eurobasket and the whole tournament when they've been in Greece talking to him, right? He's like, he wants the keys. He's like, when are they on? 2 to 5? I'll be there. Just pop on in. And I feel
open door.
Of all people in the city who can just walk in to the studio here and just start a segment with you guys, it's like Gina Della and Thanasis.
Yeah.
Just open the door, pop on. It's great.
Haven't had Gina on in a while. Need Gina's energy.
So I've told people this. Like, she's significantly better on the air than I am.
She would be a full-time host immediately.
100%.
We would just have to censor her a little bit and make sure we didn't get any
That's the show
violations.
I want to produce. Just let it rip. Let me produce
hover over
one.
the dump button a little bit. Packers-Browns noon game. Very much looking forward to a noon Packers game.
That's a good point.
Because they haven't had a noon
one
game.
yet. They had the Thursday night game and they had a 3:25.
3:25 to start Thursday night and a noon game.
Back in my day, it used to be a 3 o'clock start. Now these games are pushing 3:30 for kickoff. That annoys me.
Well, yeah, you have 3:25, and a lot of those West Coast games start at 3:05.
Yeah.
I like it. I don't know why you're complaining about
just more
football. Do not complain about more football.
Here's why I'm complaining, Ben. What time is first pitch for the Milwaukee Brewers on Sunday?
Sunday? I have not looked at Sunday. I think it's 1:40,
1:15. Which means the Packers and Brewers, I don't know if you were going there with this, but I'm just getting this off my chest.
Get it off your chest.
The Packers and Brewers are probably going to end right around the same time. Yesterday's Brewers game was like 2.5 hours. They're going to end right around the same time, and that is probably more than likely the day in which the Brewers clinch the NL Central. And as a fan of both, I don't like okay, it's 2025, I understand there's multiple screens, we can do things like that. But if we were in the Stone Age, I think I would rather see the Brewers clinch the NL Central. It could be a 9-0 win, but that final out and clinching the Central, I think I would rather see that over like a walk-off field goal from the Packers in real time.
Why?
Not the outcome.
No, I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, what, are you insecure about?
Yes, 100%.
Why are you insecure? They're the best team in baseball.
Ben, you're new to this. Here's the problem.
I've only known Brewers success.
I talk Brewers with Ben all day at work and in the private text line. We go back and forth. You are new to Brewers success. The Brewers made the playoffs in 2011 when you were at the University of Wisconsin. They've gone to the playoffs, what is it now, 7 of the last 8 years? Or 6?
Yes, 7 of the last 8 years.
Yeah.
And I celebrated my 8th year at the company,
in November.
Exactly. You are as spoiled
I am
with
a
the
brat.
Brewers
Such
as
a brat.
I am with the Packers traded for Favre the year I was born. Same, like
I only know Brewers success, and it's been really fun.
And you only know Brewers success, and here's why I'm insecure. Because we went 26 years. I wasn't alive for most of those without making the playoffs.
Yeah, I get
most Brewers fans. You can be like, hey, what years did the Brewers make the playoffs? I think it's still single digits in entirety of the team's franchise in years that they've made the playoffs.
Well, they have 7 now in the last 8 years.
Yeah, and it was 11 and 08 and 82. So it's 10. We're now double digits, baby.
You got 2 hands covered.
So what I'm saying is, as an insecure Brewers fan, knowing how fragile and how miserable it was,
I
need to see it.
Do you need me to tell you that the NL Central is wrapped up? It's a wrap, dude.
But I won't believe you until...
It's a wrap.
Until...
The magic number's 4.
Don't care. Until Uribe is on the mound in the 9th, an 0-2 count, and he delivers heat, and some bum from the Cardinals strikes out, and I hear Levering say it.
And the Milwaukee Brewers are now
it.
the NL Central 2025
That's
champions.
What I need, baby.
2025 NL Central
and then
champions.
We'll focus on the 1 seed in the playoffs after that. But until I hear it, Ben, we bet.
Wines and delivers.
Let me hear it. Let me just close my eyes.
Well,
you do. No, just do it. Let's hear it.
No, I can't do a uke.
I was thinking you don't have to do uke.
Well, I was going to right there.
Chris, are you able to pull uke calling them division champs one of the last couple years? Do we have that somewhere?
I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere
I
within.
I need it.
This bill, man. You know what? I will go. I have a white T-shirt in my desk. I'll write NL Central champs on there.
It's not
2025
official until
and
I
give it to you
hear
right
it,
now.
Sir.
It's done.
I know it's going to happen. I need it to happen soon. It's just
what's going on, man? You got some Alex Strofe energy right now on me.
The Brewers do this to me, man. It's just. Do you know what I think? If I looked into my heart of hearts and asked my therapist, why am I so nervous about
who
the
hurt
Brewers
you
all
the
the time?
most on the Brewers?
Craig Counsell.
Really?
I hate him. I hate it. If he was coaching the Tampa Bay Rays, I'd be fine with it. The thought of losing anything to him. Now, this will be 2 years in a row where the Brewers beat them in the division. We went into this year with expected wins of 83. And the Cubs are good. The Cubs are a top 5 team in baseball, and the Brewers are better. Oh, I want to rub it in every single chance I get to those fans, to ESPN Chicago, to everyone associated with the Chicago Cubs. I hate them. I can't. More than the Bears.
You're punching down right now.
Yeah, but as a baseball fan in Milwaukee, you don't get to do that often, so I can take advantage.
I like it.
Yeah, and it's insecurity, it's immaturity, it's probably jealousy that they won a World Series in 2016. All of those things on my end. I know I'm wrong here, but the idea of winning the division again, his second year as manager there,
yeah.
Oh, I just love it. I love it.
Look, all I know is 7 of 8 years in the playoffs.
That's all you know.
As JD and Fondy says, Brewers!
Love it. Do you know what I know as a Brewers fan? I remember one time they went 500. This had to be the early 2000s. They went 500, and it was the bold print on the cover of the Journal-Sentinel the next day. 500! We didn't have a losing season for the first time in 20 years.
Look, there is still some hurdles.
Ton of them.
From an injury standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Where's McGill at with this? Your all-star closer.
See, now you're bringing me down.
Yeah, Quintana. Jose Quintana.
Ben. Tell me this, after the
So this is why you really need to hear them say the 2025 NL Central champions are your Milwaukee Brewers.
Yes, and I also need... it's going to be so great. It's going to happen this weekend, so that's why I want to find that clip before so people can just preview it, so we can manifest it together as fans. The Packers are going to be okay. The Brewers got to get to this hurdle. Then we got to get to the 1 seed. Then we got to go to the pancake breakfast next week. And then we roll from there.
The injury report is out for the Green Bay Packers against the Browns. What was
I haven't seen it.
The near season ending, but didn't say that, but it felt like it. Tucker Kraft and Zach Tom are questionable.
Oh, that's good.
Everyone else is good to go out other than Jaden Reed, obviously. That means Aaron Banks is playing.
Oh, Kennard too? He's good to go? We got a clean bill of health.
Except for
those are rare these days.
Jaden Reed.
Well, yeah, but
I doubt Christian I don't doubt Christian Watson's not going to go. I know he's not going to go. I doubt that Tucker Kraft goes.
Let me ask you this.
But I don't know. He's that's why I love him. He's like that psycho. He's probably like, yeah. Oh, knees all good. Let's go out there and crush skulls.
He is an animal when it comes to playing football. I was going to ask you, and maybe you need the break to think about this. Is it Tucker Kraft is, like, if he sits out, is he hurt? Is it precautionary, or is it just like we probably don't need him against the Browns?
I still, unless I had that MRI and someone told me exactly what it was.
What are you going to do with an MRI, Ben? Unless I had the MRI, Ben, what do you? We can look at it.
I don't know. I was hoping you were going to let that slide. Basically, unless I knew exactly what it was, if it was like a grade 1 MCL or grade 2 or grade 3 or whatever, I'd have a better opinion on that. And then if I was holding the actual imaging of the MRI, I'd still have no idea because I don't obviously know how to read an MRI.
If we showed you an MRI, I feel like I would love your diagnosis of it. Here, look at this knee. Tell me what's wrong.
Nothing good. Cartilage is not right. Green Bay props and preview presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training is next.
Pack us to the bowl, bro.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Milwaukee County, you need to shovel the pathway to the lake, okay? I had to step through snow
in order to
get to the lake.
I think Kyle's the Karen of the show.
I think
he's high maintenance, for sure.
I think Kyle pays taxes in the county of Milwaukee that just went up, so I expect for this stuff to be popped.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It's a slow go right now, east and west on 94 between the zoo and about 35th Street, especially around the stadium. You're going to be on the brakes. 43 south from about Fond du Lac Avenue past the Marquette through the high-rise bridge and down to Lincoln heading south will be slow as well. We do have one crash also on 94. This is westbound near 25th Street, a Jeep on the right shoulder from an earlier crash. 894 south from the zoo towards about National Avenue will be slow. 894 west, meanwhile, from Forest Home back towards the Hale is on the brakes as well. And then 4145 south from Appleton Avenue all the way down to Capitol Drive will be slow. And it's an extra roughly 3 minutes the opposite way right now on your ride from the zoo up to Highway Q. And checking the storm team forecast for this evening, scattered storms are possible with a low of 63. More rain and storms possible for your Saturday, then partly sunny in the afternoon, highs in the mid to upper 70s. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
The dance of sunlight on water.
Shimmering, sparkling, beautiful, hypnotic. Houses that overlook a gorgeous body of water are the most highly desired houses in the world.
The Bellamare collection of fine jewelry features classic white diamonds, flanked and surrounded by rare and exotic blue diamonds.
Bellamare means beautiful water. Bellamare, sunlight on water, glimmering and twinkling.
The dance is enticing.
The look is spectacular. The impact is exciting.
Blue and white diamonds created in the heart of Mother Nature
will dance and sing on the body of a glittering, sparkling woman. Bellamare. This blue and white beauty of sunlight on water
should be worn on the fingers,
the wrist, the neck, and the ears
of the woman you love.
The Bellamare collection is available only at Kessler's. We do diamonds better because diamonds are what we do.
For the location of the Kesslers nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, Packer fans, the start of the NFL season means it's time to break out the Bandito with El Bandito Yankee, the official tequila of game day. 100% Blue Weber agave, all natural and so smooth it's criminal. Try the award-winning Blanco, Reposado, Anejo, and the new high-proof Plata 47. Ask for El Bandito Yankee at your favorite bar or restaurant and buy today at Woodman's and Festival Foods. For tailgates, recipes, and more places for purchase, go to elbanditoyankee.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another week in the books. Are you betting on sports? My Saturdays are on a 10-2 run over the last two, and we are dominating football. Go to fatjacksports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on sports. Stop guessing. Check the results tab. See all of the winners that you're going to get that are posted and documented. fatjacksports.com. 10-2 the last two Saturdays. $2.99 through the end of the month. Sign up today and win this weekend at fatjacksports.com.
The Green Bay Props and Preview, presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha. Schedule your free consultation today. Visit sitmeansitwaukesha.com. This is Kyle Brust and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Coming soon.
Ben Brust and Tony Cartagena, producer of the Analysis Show, here with you till 5 o'clock, till 4 o'clock on ESPN Wisconsin. Chris Larson's running the show. And as we do on Fridays when there's a Sunday game, it's time now for Green Bay Props and Preview presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training.
I'm going to ask you to place a little wager for me.
Here comes Parsons and he gets home. Goes to the end zone. It is a one-handed grab by Matthew Gold. Intercepted, taken away by Xavier McKinney.
This is the Green Bay Props and Preview.
Ooh, that's my dog.
And Dog of the Game. Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training in Waukesha. Schedule your free consultation today. Visit sitmeansitwaukesha.com.
All right, Chris, take us through some of the props. Then, of course, Tony and I have to give a prediction of who we think the dog of the game will be.
First prediction is that intro is the best intro on this stage. That goes hard.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Got me fired up.
Full-time Will.
Will knock that out.
Yeah.
That'll be, look at Will. He's going places.
Green Bay Packers, Cleveland Browns, Sunday noon kickoff from Cleveland. Packers favored by 7 in some books, favored by 8 in some books. Start off with the quarterback, Jordan Love, over under 222.5 total passing yards going into the game on Sunday.
Man, I just, it's one of those things where it's hard for me to take the over in what I feel like is going to be a low-scoring grind. And based off what I believe the defense can do to the Cleveland Browns, I don't know if there's going to be a ton of long, sustained drives. It might be get a turnover and take advantage there, then run the
30-yard
football.
field kind of deal.
I got to go under here, even though that number is enticing because, he had 185 in the first half, I believe, in week 1.
Yeah, so in week 1, overall, he had 188, and then in week 2, he had 292 over-under this week. Chris had 222.5.
Mm-hmm.
I would take the over here, and the only reason I say that one is because I know we looked at the Browns' defense and what they did to Derrick Henry is there's a lot of reasons why Derrick Henry only had the 45 rushing yards, or however many he had.
22,
22, and the Browns are only giving up 45 rushing yards a game.
Yes.
But from what the numbers tell me there, as much as I want it to be a Josh Jacobs game, I think it will be catching the football out of the backfield. And that's going to add to Jordan Love's stats. Now, if he gets to 230, I won't be surprised. But I just have a feeling this is going to be a lot of Jordan Love completion, short yardage, over the middle, work our way down the field that way. And I'm going to say he gets over 222.
I'll tell you what, though, with Matthew Golden, he can have 80 yards
couple inches, he's going to have 80 yards on. He would have had him.
Like that.
All right, let's go to the backfield now with Josh Jacobs going into Sunday's game, over under 78.5 total rushing yards against the Browns.
I'll just go under right there. I think he's going to have more receiving yards than he normally would, so I would go under the 70.5 rush.
Yeah, that's high, man. Is this straight
I feel
off
like that's
Potawatomi,
10
Chris?
higher than it was last week.
No, this is from not from Pato.
What do you think, Ben?
I'm going to go under here. I'm going to go under as well because 45 a game. Don't want to be prisoner of the moment, and I've tried not to be, but Josh Jacobs really hasn't been rolling.
Not
and
yet,
this isn't a game where you really get rolling against this defense.
The Browns, at the end of the day, they whatever their record is, that whole division, that Ravens, Browns, Steelers, that whole division prides themselves on defense. And
they're the ugliest divisional games in the world to watch.
Exactly. So, I'm still going to think you're going to have to air it out a little bit in this one, and that leads me to under 78 for Jacobs, which is not a knock. It's just something he's going to get there.
Just FYI, over under 10.5 receiving total yards for Josh Jacobs is
over
the line as well.
Hammer it over. That is a guaranteed.
But speaking of receiving yards, though, combined here, we got Tavian Wicks over under 36.5 total receiving yards. Matthew Golden over under 30.5 receiving yards. Romeo Doubs over under 39.5 total receiving yards. Which one of you guys like the best?
Oh my gosh.
Jesus. So essentially,
anyone got a quarter?
We got what's the 3 side? That's who. Which one is the smallest number? I'll take that one. I think they're all going to be right around 40 yards.
Well, Golden's 30.5, Dontavian Wicks 36.5, and Dobbs 39.5.
Oh, Golden's 30.0?
30.5.
Give me that one. Yep. Golden's going over 30. Give me that one all day. It might be on one catch.
Gosh,
give me
are
over 30.
You are. It sounds like you need to go to Potawatomi Sportsbook right now. You have strong predictions for this game.
Have these, and I'm speaking them into existence.
Maybe that's why you're so convicted on these.
I mean, if someone's going to get you 30 on one play, it's going to be Matthew Golden.
That is
they clearly
that
are
is
trying.
true. Oh man.
See, you're trying. Here's the problem with you, Ben. I don't say this often. You're thinking too much.
I am.
Go off feel, baby. It feels like a Matthew Golden game.
So here's my thing. I get worried when everyone's like, "Oh, it's going to be the I've seen 10 texts on the Carbless Talking text line of just like when I was going through the, hey, how are the Packers going to move the ball without their top 2 receiving leaders last year, and obviously the third with Christian Watson, who's been out? How are they going to find points? 10 were not game plans. It was just, it's going to be the Matthew Golden game on the Carbless Talking text line.
Kyle Wallace put him in the Hall of Fame after one catch in the first preseason game that he watched on his phone from a wedding.
And it was a slant.
For probably, 8 yards? No, it might have been a first down. Whatever, 10 yards? Yeah. We're all waiting for the Matthew Golden game.
I'm going off field. It's Golden, baby.
If it doesn't happen this week, when you're sitting here next week previewing the Dallas game, guess what?
Golden
it's
again.
The Matthew Golden game.
Fine. It's the Golden game until the Golden game happens.
Yep, there it is.
All right, let's go to the defensive side of the ball here to wrap up. Green Bay Packers props and preview. The matchup's going to be between two of the NFL's premier pass rushing defenses. The Packers have 9 total sacks so far this season through 2 games, while the Browns have 6 through 2 games as well.
3.5 by Myles Garrett.
Yeah, 3.5 by Myles Garrett. He leads the Browns this season. Rashawn Gary has 2.5. So total combined sacks between both teams. Are you guys going over or under 7.5 total sacks combined between the Packers and Browns?
I hate the combined part of this. Has Jordan Love, he's been sacked, twice this year?
I think once.
Once or twice. It's not a lot. The Packers don't give up a ton of sacks. Let's just say they gave up 2.
They've allowed 1 sack per game this year so far.
1 sack per game? Okay, so
2.
He's been sacked twice. So let's just say the Packers give up 2 because Myles Garrett is really good and Bucks.
I predicted at least 4 for the Packers.
So I'd still go under because 7.5's a lot.
So that's a lot of sacks.
Yeah,
I don't think Jordan Love goes down enough for the total combined between the 2 teams to go over.
Yeah, and I just feel do you know what? But if it's late in the game and Joe Flacco can't run, and
he'll be out of the game by then.
Oh, and will we see Shedeur?
No, Dylan Gabriel came in late in the Browns Ravens game.
Nah, I'm still gonna go under. I don't think Jordan's gonna go down that much, and accounting for 6+ from the Packers, that's too many.
That's too much, Bob. And lastly, Chris.
Oh, you want to do the kicker bet?
No, we got to give our.
Do you want to talk kicking? No.
No, we got to give our woof.
Dog of the game.
Speaking of which, Tony, you haven't given us your feelings on The office dog, the chief love officer, being here the entirety of the day.
Do we want my feelings on this?
Of course I do. You're a dog hater.
I'm not a dog hater. Let's not label me that. I think dog people are really the perpetrators for my dislike of canines. Here's why. Every time this office dog comes to the office, it's a very well-trained dog. It probably went sit, mean sit. However, everyone loses their mind. Like, they've never seen a dog before. You can be sitting there on a phone call, and this dog comes around the corner, and you know it from 40 yards away because someone has their high pitch. I can't believe you set me up for this. There's high pitch. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, it's a dog. You've seen a dog. You've seen 100 dogs. You've seen 1,000 dogs. Go pet the dog. I made strides once to even pet this dog. It's not something I do, but I did it. Very nice dog. I didn't have to announce it to the world that I was
There's a lot of
petting the
announcing
dog.
going around the office about, I'm petting the dog right now.
Great for you. You know what? Awesome. Why are the humans making more noises than the dog? See the dog.
Because the dog was probably trained at sit, mean sit.
Yeah. So do we need to send some humans there? I've heard the end of the commercial. I know we can't do that. But, all right, the dog comes to your desk. See the dog. Pet the dog. Have your therapy time. Give it a treat. Do the whole deal. I don't
quiet.
need to know about shut up.
Teammates, you're talking
Shut
about.
up.
So who's your dog of the game? DAWG.
DAWG, dog of the game. A lot of focus is going to be on the pass rush in this game. I think the Packers' pass rush is going to cause havoc for Joe Flacco, and he's going to throw some errant passes. And our center fielder, Xavier McKinney, is going to make a play or two. I'm taking him in advance. As a center fielder, a pick, couple pass breakups, things like that. He is going to be the... You know what, Xavier McKinney, you want to come to the office? I'll scream and make some noise. You see you walking through. Dog of the game for me, Xavier McKinney. Book that.
I'll tell you who. How about this? I tell you who needs to be the dog of the game.
Ooh, I like that.
Josh Jacobs needs to be the dog.
Okay.
He's got to be the dog. He's got to be finding ways to get extra yards against a stout run defense. They have to find ways to get the ball out in space on some receptions. Josh Jacobs needs to be my dog of the game. And that was Green Bay Props and Previews. Presented by Sit Mean Sit Dog Training. Ben Brust, Tony Cartagena here, taking you till 4 o'clock on ESPN Wisconsin, 5 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN. We wrap up the ESPN Wisconsin portion. Got a pull out there and a whole lot more for you next.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both of them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl? Yeah. And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. It doesn't matter if it's your first betting slip ever or just the first one of the week. We've got your Potawatomi sportsbook picks covered. Tune in Wednesdays to the Weekly Wager with Josh DiMaggio and Ben Brust.
Greasy Ben Brust. Just whichever way the wind's blowing. I have bad posture. I don't have a great backbone, Joshy.
The Weekly Wager, Wednesday nights at 6, right here on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel.
Whoa! What are these? Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Available in 2 great flavors, cheesy garlic or pepperoni. Both delicious. Screamin' Sicilian doesn't play around. They're fully loaded breadsticks that come in their own bakeable tray.
Dang!
Woo!
These are next level. Are they the main course?
Nah, just the appetizer. Find Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks in your local grocer's freezer section. Screamin' Sicilian loaded breadsticks. Bring the party, bring the flavor.
Something exciting is happening at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. On the 2nd floor, you'll find the Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, Milwaukee's destination for bold flavors, fresh sushi, seasonal entrees, and cocktails crafted with care. Start your day with a breakfast that fuels you, stop in for dinner that sparks conversation, or linger late into the evening with drinks designed to inspire. With flavors and drinks for every mood, the Studio is the perfect place to gather, celebrate, and connect. Be boldly social. The Studio Kitchen and Cocktails, now on the 2nd floor at St. Kate the Arts Hotel.
Did you forget the first day of school is this week and little Nancy still needs her name embroidered on her backpack? Or the company shirts are due now, not next week? Maybe the boss just declared Steve's retirement party is today and the shirts are mandatory? Whatever the rush, Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more in Mequon has got you covered with fast turnarounds, no minimums, eco-friendly printing, and high-quality custom apparel. Big Frog brings your custom ideas to life fast. Stop by Big Frog in Mequon or visit bigfrog.com/Mequon. Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more, where your ideas leap to life.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit oawspinecenter.com. That's oawspinecenter.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Did you know Love was born November 2nd? Did you know Love was raised in Bakersfield, California? Did you know Love played college football at Utah State? Are you looking for lots of Love touchdowns the rest of this football season? Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor, where we love being your one-stop shop for everything alcohol-related. With our selection of over 15,000 varieties of beer, wine, liquor, and mixers, all at the lowest prices in town, Discount Liquor has all your tailgating needs covered. We are your football party beverage headquarters. Discount Liquor, 2 locations, Milwaukee on 51st in Oklahoma, and in downtown Waukesha on Barstow and Maine.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
See all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com.
This is Kyle Brust and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust alongside Tony Cartagena, the producer of Thanalysis Show. Check out Thanalysis Show on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter.
Just had a conversation today about a couple possible Milwaukee Brewers joining the show before the playoff run here.
It was really cool when you were on an interview with Thanasis and Sal Frelick, and Giannis decided to crash because he's a
boss.
Part owner of the Milwaukee Brewers, and he is Sal's boss.
He is.
Sal went from stoic, like, I'm balling right now, I know my value to the Brewers team, to a little kid.
Oh, yeah, he was excited to see Giannis.
In a snap of the finger, seeing Giannis on that video.
That's what happens everywhere that the big fella goes, though. Like, we bring him to the office, and he's like doing an interview or something with us. It goes from professional suits upstairs, or people when they're not yelling about dogs, they're like generally well-behaved human beings. Giannis walks in the building, all bets are off.
Yeah.
People you've never seen get up from their desk will sprint across the office to try to get a photo.
Which is exactly what we tell our teammates not to do.
Not to do. One time, no names, please.
All right.
Giannis was coming in for an interview. I don't know how this person knew this, but they were waiting in the studio when we got to the studio.
How do they know that?
I don't know. We have 4 studios down here. I open the door, turn on the light. Whoa! What are you doing here? I heard Giannis is coming.
All right, this is... I don't want you to, and we didn't talk about doing this, so you don't have to share anything you don't want to, but you have had a really cool opportunity working with the Antetokounmpo family, and you've been around the family, Giannis, and some really cool opportunities. They did a live show in Greece. Is there anything that you could share about Giannis that the audience doesn't know about Giannis?
Yeah, I think so. I think the first thing I would say is I'm obviously just extremely lucky to be in these positions, and don't take any of that for granted. It's an incredible role that I somehow lucked my way into doing every single day. I would think the biggest thing with Giannis and Thanasis, the whole family, people, when it comes to celebrities, I think in today's day and age, are just jaded. I think a lot of people assume if someone does something out of the goodness of their heart, it's for the PR, it's for the Instagram post, it's for this, it's for that. It's not like genuine. That family, Giannis, Thanasis, Kostas, Alex, Miss Veronica, everyone involved, are the most genuine, humble, down-to-earth human beings that I have probably ever will come across. Like when I tell you the stories are real, or just the character behind the scenes when the camera's off and you're just having a conversation in a living room, like it's not something they turn on and off. It is genuine kindness and empathy and care for everyone around them, for the opportunities that they have because of what basketball has afforded them, because of where they come from. Like it's
fame hasn't changed who they are at all.
It honestly has probably changed them for the better. Like, because they take all of their blessings and share them with everyone. Like right now, we can just plug this. They're working with Kristen Bry and the Milwaukee Diaper Mission, Kristen Bry from WTMJ, to raise money for diapers for kids in Milwaukee. And it's something that, like, Giannis doesn't just put his name on it. Thanasis doesn't just put his, like, they're sorting at the Milwaukee Diaper. Like, they're involved. And it's because they want to make an impact in the community. And their impact financially for themselves impacts everyone. So, like, when people are like, oh, yeah.
Have you ever seen a family that close?
No. I've never seen a family that close. I've never seen a family that nice. Like, really? I don't think anyone has, honestly. And that's not a knock on. You could have the nicest family ever. And when I tell you, like, people see the Disney movie and they see the Amazon documentary, or they just hear Thanasis and Giannis talk about each other in public settings, when I tell you it's real, like, it's as real as it gets, man.
What stood out to me, which was really cool, and I don't know what was happening, other than I did know, and I did not act like a dog, like running to Giannis. I was walking out of the building when you were talking about when TA and Giannis were going to record, and someone was waiting in the studio.
Yeah.
They were walking sharing not an AirPod, but like sharing corded headphones, talking to somebody that like it was just like they're grown adults with, like, Giannis has 4 kids, and like it almost felt like it was like 2 teenagers that were best friends in high school. Like,
it reminds you of hanging out on a bus on the way to an AAU game. Like honestly, like when the interaction are just so like close and just genuine, and they were legit like FaceTiming a friend back in Greece.
Yes, and they were sharing a headphone.
Yeah,
like they probably could have AirPods that somehow connect to the same phone, and they could be on the same call and have technology that like doesn't not anybody can get, and they're just so.
So you know how
they're unicorns.
You know how I know, like, it's just incredibly real. And I've never told TA this story. One time I was covering a Bucks game for us, and this was in like 2019, like a pre-pandemic. The Bucks used to pop teams by like 40 that year. And there was a play in a Lakers game where Kostas got in, and he had a crazy putback dunk. I knew Thanasis, but not like that. Like, I would just see him in the locker room.
Did he stand up and go crazy on the Bucks bench?
No. After the game, we're in the locker room, and I think it had like an iPad or something out, and it had like the clip on it, and I showed it to him. I was like, hey, did you see what your brother did? Because they hadn't, they just got in the locker room. He grabbed the computer and went and showed every single one of his teammates. Like, he's like, look what my brother did. The Bucks had just won a game, and he was talking about to his other brothers, to his teammates, like, and it was just like, man, you guys really, like,
they love each other, and they are a great family.
It's incredible. Like, every single day is wild to be part of this.
He's Tony Cartagena, the producer of The Analysis Show. I'm Ben Brust. Chris Larson's running the show. In Madison, you're going to have Jim, Matt, and Molly. In Beaver Dam, you're going to have the Dam Sports Show. We'll have pole position, Ben's best bet. We got the Brewers, the Badgers, the Packers, obviously, on noon against the Browns. But we got to start with the Milwaukee Brewers. There's a huge opportunity ahead here.
Yeah,
this weekend.
Clinch weekend.
Brewers, Packers, Badgers, whole lot more. In 2 minutes, don't go anywhere.
KBN's the show that never ends.
Southbound 43 on the left shoulder, we have a crash. Looks like squads are already there near Hampton, but backups are stretching up to about Silver Spring right now. Also slow on 43 south from Capitol Drive towards the Marquette, and then past there to the high-rise bridge, and then south to Lincoln. 4145 south from Appleton Avenue down to Capitol Drive will be an extra 4 minutes on your ride. 94 east and west going to be slow between 84th and 35th Street past the stadium, as well as 894 south from the zoo down to about Beloit Road. Traffic is brought to you by the Neal Group. John Neal and his team know how to minimize your taxes to keep more money in your pocket. Visit nealgroup.net to learn more. That's nealgroup.net. And check in the Storm Team forecast. Scattered storms tonight, a low of 63. Partly sunny by the afternoon tomorrow with highs in the upper 70s. Weather is brought to you by Avondale Roofing. Raise the roof and your standards with Avondale Roofing, your trusted partner for over 30 years. Remember, they get on top, so you don't have to. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
Monica, we've got to hand it to you.
You and the design team have outdone yourselves.
Are you talking about the One collection?
Those rings say you are the one.
And they say it symbolically.
Describe the symbols.
Every ring in the One collection should be presented with a special ritual.
What would that ritual be?
You pick up her left hand and you place a kiss on her ring finger.
Rick, you never told me about that part.
Then you show her the tiny red diamond, flush mounted inside the ring, that will forever be in contact with her finger.
Why is it red?
Because that's when the giver says to the one, wherever you go, my heart goes with you.
I give you this kiss. I give you my heart.
The red diamond is a secret symbol of that sacred moment.
The center diamond on the outside of the ring is for the whole world to see.
But the tiny red created diamond inside the ring is only for the two of them.
The One collection of engagement rings is available exclusively at Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you,
visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the Faux Hour at Faux on KBN.
I hated that.
I did too. Here's why. It's not authentic. Kyle doesn't try to do it, and he crushes it every time because it's just his natural excitement. Strofe tried to be Kyle. I was just saying words.
Lasagna in Milwaukee chimes in. Did Tony have a few carblesses before the show? My man is fired up and loose.
No, unfortunately not.
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Nah. I wish that was the case.
I'm just saying, he's saying you're fired up and loose, and that was not fired up.
Here's the thing. My fired up just happens sometimes out of nowhere. I'm not the very exuberant person like Kyle and Strofe are. And I think when you're doing the 414 hour and you're introing it that way, it just got to be natural. Like for myself, I would take more of a slow approach. Like it's the 414 hour, baby. Something a little more smooth. Like that's more me.
All right,
I'm not trying to force it.
That's TC. That's Tony Cartagena, producer of the Analysis Show. I'm Ben Brust. Chris Larson's running the show. UKBN Nation can get into the show on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776 or on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Micah Parsons has impressed me every time that he has spoke to the media since he's been a Green Bay Packer. So I can only go off of what I know of Micah as a Green Bay Packer, not what people have said about him as a Dallas Cowboy. Rasheed Walker led to some conversation this week because he had said to the media that he thinks they could go undefeated. And I think he said it in a way where I thought it was coming from a place of confidence. Let's hear what Micah Parsons had to say about Rasheed Walker's comments.
To the people, he probably shouldn't say it, to the people. But I don't see anything wrong with what he said. They always say you should share your dreams in private because people won't understand them. So, to me, you're exactly right. To a million fans out there, they probably like she's full of themselves. You know how people are, like, who gives a damn though? Like, as long as he plays the way he should play and been playing, I don't care what he says as long as he backs it up. So she keep talking if you want, but just be careful with the other people they're gonna say if you care about it. If you like me, I don't really care about what people say. We should win every game. That's the mindset you should have. That's the mindset I want my left tackle to have, is that pound for pound, he feels like he could compete with the best because we're going to play some dogs, and he got one this week. So, it's going to be a challenge for him, and you should want your, left tackle to have that type of confidence.
That Micah Parsons, per The Athletic, responding to the comments of Rasheed Walker.
Micah Parsons was okay with it. I'm okay with it. I think that's what it comes out, because we can sit here and just be like, you shouldn't have said it out loud, or you shouldn't feel that way, or you have a lot of work to go. Athletes are at the professional level because they have the utmost confidence in themselves, first and foremost. Rasheed Walker clearly has that. But if your teammates are cool with you saying these things, and they may side-eye you a little bit and say, like, maybe you should keep your dreams, in private. But Parsons clearly likes the bravado and clearly likes the statement that Rasheed Walker made. So who am I to sit here and be like, no, you can't say this. It's only week 2. Good.
He can prove it.
That great, and prove it this weekend.
He can prove it against Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett primarily lines up against the left tackle.
If Rasheed Walker doesn't give up a sack to Myles Garrett, you can open your show Monday with that audio right there.
Yes,
hands down.
Because if Myles Garrett does not have a sack, obviously we know what pressures can do in affecting the game because we've seen what Micah Parsons has opened up for this defense.
100%.
But it'd still be an incredible feat considering he has 3.5 sacks through 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
And so Rasheed Walker, he's talking the talk, and
but you can walk it against the best, one of the best in the league.
And I'm with Joey here on the 414. Man, Parsons is the dude you want on your team.
You correct me if I'm wrong here. Were Parsons and Walker college teammates?
I don't know if they were.
Chris, you're the college football expert.
This is Micah's 5th year, so no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Walker was like 18 to 21, I think. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
I thought they overlapped. I was just going to say no one knows you better than your college teammate who you probably shared a practice field with, especially at those 2 positions. But they're sharing a practice field now, so I like it. And
Joey also says thanks again, Jerry.
We're gonna do something for when's his birthday?
Jerry.
Chat GPT. What should we get Jerry Jones as a thank you present?
Jerry Jones Day at Lambeau Field.
I'm for it. Do they have to get a ring, or is it just we can just do it now?
I love give us your reaction. I want to listen to that again. I love Micah Parsons. James the Postman. You guys, every time I hear Micah Parsons speak, I love him even more. I love everything. He has to say it. It's so messed up, the narrative that Dallas tried to pin on him.
Let's play it again, but leave your mic on because you have such good in real-time reactions when someone... I bet you're really active in church. Like, when you sit there and you're listening to the message, you're sitting
Won't he do it?
You give the... Ben gives a strong...
Okay, I'll just give the silent reactions,
yep.
But not silent.
To the people, he probably shouldn't say it, to the people. But I don't see anything wrong with what he said.
Preach on.
They always say you should share your dreams in private because people won't understand them.
Preach.
So, to me, you're exactly right. To a million fans out there, they probably like she's full of themselves. You know how people are, like, who gives a damn though? Like, as long as he plays the way he should play and been playing, I don't care what he says as long as he backs it up.
Powerful.
So she keep talking if you want, but just be careful with the other people they're gonna say if you care about it. If you like me, I don't really care about what people say. We should win every game. That's the mindset you should have. That's the mindset I want my left tackle to have, is that pound for pound, he feels like he could compete with the best because we're going to play some dogs, and he got one this week. So, it's going to be a challenge for him, and you should want your, left tackle to have that type of confidence.
What's happening, Ian?
The idea, I listened to that in my head with, like, the background singers and Micah Parsons at the pulpit. He's getting up there and he's delivering his message, and Ben in the front row just agreeing, nodding along. Like, Parsons is different.
He is.
Parsons is just different.
Be like Micah.
Yeah. What was the beat of I Want to Be Like Mike? But change it. Can we?
I want to be like Mike. If I could be like Mike.
All right, now, but Chris, do that again, but change it to Micah. I know it's different syllables, but I think you can do it.
I want to be like Micah. If I could be like Micah.
There's some here. There's something
it's
here.
It's tougher because Mike is the two syllables versus the one syllable.
But we're getting there. There's something there. Who's our guy who does the music? Not Alex Strofe.
Huh?
Or the KBN super fan who creates
Josh from Heartland.
Josh and Heartland. Josh, we've given you the template. Run with it, my man.
Rich Pecker in Spread Eagle right on Highway 69 chimes in. Any Brewers chatter in this 414? Thoughts on Perkins playing so much center field? Churio moved to left field, and Collins is basically losing his job over the last week. Do we trust Jared Koenig in October? Man, Rich, you got a lot of questions.
I'm here for him.
I'm
here for him.
Tony Cartagena, who is anxiously awaiting celebrating the NL Central, will answer.
So earlier in the show, if you weren't listening, we were talking about, I think for me, as someone who just hates the Cubs, I still hate the way it went down with Counsell. I think people looked at Pat Murphy as a retread. The Brewers didn't get the guy they wanted. It's clearly worked out for Milwaukee. Clearly. Pat Murphy has been incredible. NL Manager of the Year should be 2 times, right? So for me, that final out when they clinch, hopefully this weekend, the NL Central for the second time, making it for Counsell to go 0-2, as manager of the Cubs, it is just going to be sweet. And that's because we lived through the 90s and the 2000s of not making the playoffs. And I want to hear that final out. I just can't wait to hear it. And I'm very sad that it won't be the voice of Bob Uecker this time around. However, Chris Larson has pulled audio from previous years of the man himself making that final call just so we can hear it, so we can manifest what we're going to hear Levering and Mauer and the broadcast crew.
Lane Grindle. Don't forget Lane now.
I know, my bad. Sorry, Lane. For Levering and Mauer and Grindle, what we're going to hear them do hopefully as soon as this weekend. Chris, let it rip.
Previous tries against Hader with nothing. 1 strike, 2 outs. New York 9th. 8-4 Brewers.
Love this. I
the
love
stretch, the pitch, swinging fly to left. This should do it. Yelich is there. It's over. They have won it. Josh Hader comes on in the 9th to set the Mets down 1-2-3, and the Brewers are going to the postseason again. They're the Central Division champions.
You got chills?
Oh my God. I have chills. Everyone driving around is probably a little small tear and a little chilly right now, because hearing that phrase, they are Central Division champions, from that guy, and doing it this year for him is going to be incredible. I know it's already won.
I don't know why you're not.
It's gonna happen.
I don't know why you're not looking forward to and your Milwaukee Brewers have clinched the _1 seed. And
baby steps. We got to get there. We can't get that one without the Central.
We
first.
have the Central.
Not yet.
We have the
Not
Central.
Yet. Okay, Chris, play the audio clip from 2025 of the Brewers clinching the NL Central, please.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Yeah, because it hasn't happened yet, Ben.
Hunter Green goes 1 hit. The Cubs get shut out 1-0 to the Cincinnati Reds, moving the Brewers' magic number down to 4, which is essentially 0.
4 is not. I know we suck at smarts on this show, but 4 is not 0. I know that much.
4 is not 0, but it's 0.
No, it's not. 4 is not 0, but just let us have the moment. That's the thing, Ben. You're used to it because of your Brewers fandom has been in the greatest decade of Brewers baseball ever. I can't wait to hear that crew on TV and radio call it this year to make it officially official. Then we wait a day, the team's hung over, and then they get the #1 seed a day or 2 later. But we are taking those baby steps. Chris, can we just get the part, just the end one more time?
He'll get the NL Central going. On the Carbless Talking text line, Jared chimes in. You nailed it, TC. Small tears and goosebumps in the car.
Postseason again. They're the Central Division champions.
Josh and Kenosha, you want to give some Tony optimism on the Milwaukee Brewers. Well, I don't know if Tony needs it. It seems like
it's clinch weekend.
Seems like
baby.
Rich Packer and Spread Eagle needs it. What do you got, Josh?
Well, earlier Tony was talking about a potential conflict of the Brewers and Packers ending at the same time on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Why wait till Sunday? The Brewers could potentially clinch tomorrow. If it's 4, I know my Cubbies would have to lose both today and tomorrow, and the Brewers would both win. And even though I'm a Cubs fan, I would love to see the Brewers win it all for Bob Uecker this year.
My man!
This is a classy Cubs fan.
This was okay. I take back everything I've ever said about the Cubs and their fans. Now has an asterisk, and it does not include you. That was beautiful. He
has a heart. Josh and Kenosha has a heart.
I love it.
He won't feel that way in the playoffs.
No, he said he wants the Brewers to go win it.
Yeah. So are you saying as a Cubs fan, if they match up, that you'd be rooting for the Brewers so they could do it for Uke because you've experienced one?
I'm not going to go that far yet. I'm hoping they don't match.
Don't care anymore, Josh. I love you, but
still love you. Great call.
Yes, and Chef Ed's now tearing up. I mean, he's old, so he's emotional.
It's the voice. Just listen to it. We got a sec. Chris, give me that ending one more time, Chris. Let's hear it.
I got to bring it up again.
Okay, sorry.
Tony, didn't you used to produce shows?
I should not put the producer in a spot like that. I got carried away because it's
this is what
voice.
This is what JD and Fondy was saying. You're all fired up and anxious and loose.
I'm all over the place. It's clinch weekend. It's Packers weekend. Brian D let me off and let me host on a Packers football Friday. It's a great day, and I'm excited about the Brewers.
800-990-3776. I now see your calls coming in as well, because I know you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about in the Wisconsin sports world, and we're here for you at 800-990-3776.
Yelich is there. It's over. They have won it. Josh Hader comes on in the 9th to set the Mets down 1-2-3, and the Brewers are going to the postseason again. They're the Central Division champions.
There it is. That's Uke. We need more of that come this postseason. Unfortunately, without our guy Uke, but for Uke. 800-990-3776. Pole position and you next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're still working on this crash on 43 South on the left shoulder near Hampton. Backup stretching now all the way north of Silver Spring towards Bender Road. South past the crash site, starting at Locust and then working all the way through the high-rise bridge towards Lincoln will be slow on 94. 94 east and west between about the Marquette and the Zoo in either direction is going to be slow, especially past the stadium. 4145 South, an extra 6 minutes right now on your ride from Good Hope all the way down to the Zoo. Northbound an extra 5 from Watertown Plank Road up towards Silver Spring. Then 894 heading south from the Zoo towards Beloit Road. You'll be tapping the brakes there. And on 894 west from Loomis towards the Hale, it's a slow go as well. And checking the storm team forecast, scattered storms move in this evening with a low of 63. More storms possible in the morning Saturday, then partly sunny in the afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
This year, it just feels different.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Listen to WTMJ as the Brewers make their charge to the postseason. Brewers playoff coverage is presented by the Neurospine Center of Wisconsin and featured by Annex Wealth Management, Boucher Automotive, and Delta Dental. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
This summer, your wishes take center stage at Wish Fest at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all summer for over $1 million in prizes and earn entries into the Wish Fest prize drawings on Friday, September 26th. Your entries from July, August, and September all count. Plus, 5 lucky winners will have their ultimate wish granted. Wish big, win big. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
The Fall Trade-Up event is happening now at Cunis. With winter on the horizon, trade up now to a new, safe, and reliable vehicle. We'll do whatever it takes to make a deal at nearby Milwaukee Metro Cunis locations in Oak Creek, Greenfield, and the new Cunis Hope Chevrolet on West Metro Auto Mall. We have huge incentives and discounts on the most popular cars, trucks, and SUVs from Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Thinking pre-owned? We have over 2,500 in stock with payments for every budget. Plus, check out our service specials on brakes, tires, and oil changes.
I'm Brian Bohm, General Manager of Cunis of Oak Creek.
And I'm Bill Eater, General Manager of Cunis of Greenfield.
We would like to invite you to take advantage of these great monthly specials.
And remember that your vehicle will be covered by our exclusive No Fear lifetime powertrain warranty included with new and qualified pre-owned purchases.
Call or stop in today for your VIP appointment.
Don't miss the Fall Trade-Up event. Start your search online at CunisMilwaukee.com.
Football season. Best time of the year and my favorite time of the year. This is ESPN Wisconsin's Brad Nortman. On game days, my favorite teammate is a cold carbless in my hand. Premium cocktails in a can made right here in the great state of Wisconsin. Maybe it's when I'm at the tailgate ahead of kickoff or getting ready at home for the game. Carbless is there. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, and gluten-free. Carbless features classic cocktails like margarita, Paloma, and even Moscow Mule, and vodka cocktail flavors like cranberry, lemon, and peach. Find it on your next grocery trip. Carbless. Less is more.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We did Green Bay props and preview at 3:30, brought to you by Sit Means Sit. Make sure you tune in to Green Bay game night for the dog of the game on ESPN Wisconsin, right after the game with Tausch and Homer. And if your dogs don't listen, you can ask yourself, why aren't they listening? Well, we got a solution. That's Sit Means Sit dog training. You can have that happy, confident, and obedient dog. Contact Sit Means Sit in Milwaukee or Waukesha to schedule that free consultation. Let's go to the Carbless Talk and Text line. It's Kyle, Brust, Nortman. You got Ben Brust and Tony Cartagena, producer of the Analysis Show, in today. Kyle in North Milwaukee, you are up on the Carbless Talk and Text line.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Well, I heard you earlier talking about Jerry Jones, and we need to send him something. Well, since we're going to be down there in week 4, I don't see why Micah just doesn't get him a pound's worth of cheese curds, a cheese hat, and all of our stuff, and just say, hey, thanks for the trade, because I'd rather be on this team than being with a loser organization like you guys. We're probably going to the Super Bowl. Thanks much.
Honestly, it's a funny concept. I love the idea though of him kind of being petty about it. Get him something from Wisconsin, a handwritten note, and just I
got it.
What do you got?
We should send him a Palermo's pizza gift pack.
Well, we can do that too.
Well,
we're gonna be giving free Pizza Friday away here.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
You have to give them something Wisconsin, especially Packers-wise. Cheese curds, something that's from the stadium. Something that, sort of, because we already took them out, in the playoffs and stuff. Now you just gave us even a better person to get us into the Super Bowl.
It's got to be after the game, Kyle, because they got to win. You can't give them the gift if you don't win.
I know this is looking ahead, but Parsons sacks that game. If it's the over/under is half, hammer that over. But also Jerry Jones' birthday, October 13th. So we got a little bit of time.
I'm October 3rd, and I was like, don't give me the same birthday as him,
you don't
please.
want that one.
Don't
no,
give me
October
the same
13th.
birthday.
So we got time to plan what this gift basket, happy birthday, thank you very much, Jerry, could look like.
It's time now on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman for pole position.
Everyone's got their opinions, but we just happen to think some are better than others. Let's hit the polls. This is Pole Position.
All right, we travel around ESPN Wisconsin to see what our polls are from our fellow shows, and if they're good, if they're bad. Some are good, some are bad. One is the worst I've seen in a long time. Chris, what we got?
All right, let's start off here with our friends Jen, Gabe, and Chewy. Weekday mornings from 7 to 9 across ESPN Milwaukee. Is Alex Strofe lazy for skipping movie watching day every Tuesday during his filmmaking college class? Yes, 78% of the vote. No, 22% of the vote.
What was the other 4 days? Because it sounds like it'd be more work to go to the other classes.
I'll be honest.
I took a film class in high school. My favorite day was the movie day.
Right? Yeah. He skipped the best day of the week, which that doesn't make him lazy. It might make him a little dumb.
Yeah, I was going to say, I never would have watched Citizen Kane in my life unless I was in a film class.
That's a great point. There's some old Alfred Hitchcock films that you watch in some of those classes.
And this explains why Strofe's not a movie guy.
He really hasn't seen any movies.
He hasn't seen any movies. It's a big flaw.
Yeah, but honestly, the questions, is Alex Strofe lazy? I stopped listening. The answer is yes.
All right,
yes,
there it is.
Hands down, yes.
From Tony Cartagena.
Let's move on here to Jim, Matt, and Molly, which you can hear on ESPN Madison, 100.5 weekdays.
Chris, quickly, I'd like to preface this is the worst poll of the week.
This is the worst poll of the week?
This is the worst one? All right, let's hear it.
All right, from Jim, Matt, and Molly, what version of Joe Flacco does Jordan Love need to play at for the Packers to make the Super Bowl? Current Joe Flacco, 21%. Peak Joe Flacco, 79%.
Yeah.
What version of Joe? I feel like this is like a science equation.
And it's also the worst attempt at a troll possible because it's so outrageous that people actually can't take it serious.
What version of Joe Flacco does Jordan Love need to for the Packers to make the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Current Joe Flacco, the guy who poops his pants on the sideline, depends.
He has to go back to 2015 when Joe Flacco was 30. What are we doing?
I just wanted to make sure that everyone knows that this was the worst poll of the week.
This is the worst poll of the month.
This is the worst poll of the year.
No arguments from here. And it's not because I'm secretly mad at Jim. Not secretly. He texted me when I was ranting about the Brewers and just goes 7-6, which is the Cubs series tie-breaking lead over the Brewers. Whatever. Jim, have better polls.
Also,
what version of Joe?
It's horrible.
Stupid.
It's horrible. Because everyone in Wisconsin knows current Joe Flacco and prime Joe Flacco and what that means for Jordan Love. Jordan Love needs to be Jordan Love and develop and lead the offense like he has to 2 dominant wins and not have to think about what version of Joe Flacco he needs to be.
Hey, Ben, on Sunday, what version of Josh Jacobs or what version of Sean Alexander does Josh Jacobs need to be for the Packers to be? What?
2007 Sean Alexander.
Sure. Cool.
AJ in Baltimore chimes in to the call from our guy on the north side. Get him some great beer. Give him a classy old-fashioned. Get him some carbless. Get him a Quick Trip gas card and a handwritten note that says, "Thanks for the bowl, bruh."
That's well done. That is well. Should we collectively
Take us to the bowl, bruh.
We should collectively start a thank you card that we mail to Cowboys Stadium for Jerry's birthday, right?
Sorry, I got really distracted by a text from somebody who had that film class with Alex Strofe.
Oh, well, okay, that takes precedent. Let's hear it.
Connor in the 920. I had that film class with Alex Strofe. The professor hinted about drinking in class, passed bottles, whole semester.
The professor hinted about, okay, we're going to need a follow-up
We're going to need a follow-up text message.
Here are my questions, Connor. Did the professor hint, hey, there are people drinking in class, stop, and then Strofe stop showing up? Or did the professor, who needs to be remain nameless in this situation,
yes,
did the professor greenlight drinking in class?
Those are my 2
Strofe
questions.
Still decided not to go.
Yeah, we need those questions answered. We'll continue on with pole position as Connor hopefully gets back to us.
All right, let's move on to the Homer Hour, which you can hear next and every weekday 5 to 6 on 100 or 94.5.
When you on? Where are you on, Chris?
94.5 ESPN 5 to 6 weekdays. This is about Mark Tauscher. What do you think the reason was for Mark Tauscher's subpar first pitch at AmFam Field earlier this week? He's hurt, 10% of the vote. He did it on purpose, 7% of the vote. Or he just tossed a bad one, 83% of the vote.
You produced Wilde and Tausch. You know the big fella Tausch really well.
Mm-hmm. Love Tausch.
Give us your take.
Here's the thing. Anyone who does not have Super Bowl champion Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer on their resume is not allowed to comment on what Tausch did or looked like during an athletic event. I don't care if Mark Tauscher went out there and literally dropped the ball onto the mound and called it a first pitch.
The Tausch protector. You're a Tausch protector.
100%. You come at Tausch, I'm coming for you. I'm just letting
I came at
everyone.
Tausch.
I know.
I thought it was baloney.
You thought he did it for the content, which is also a great opinion and something very savvy that he would do.
Tausch is savvy, but when I saw the next day, I think old T was hurt.
Maybe he was just showing
When
off.
I say hurt, not arm hurt, I think, he was like, damn, I threw a bad one.
No, he was out there. Maybe Bucks is coming up. He wants to get closer to Thanasis. He's practicing the bounce pass for the skills challenge.
No,
there's things like
he threw a bad one, and he's hurt by it.
Now, this is tough to say to you because you started in a Final Four, but for the majority of people out there, the things Tausch did athletically, you will never ever do.
Thank you.
So
I'm aware.
you are not allowed to comment on what he did athletically.
Nothing like Tony Cartagena being like, if you didn't play the sport, you can't have an opinion, guy.
If you aren't good at sports, you can't talk about them. Leave Tausch alone is what I want to just tell people. Leave him alone.
All right, Tony Cartagena, Tausch protector. I really want the follow-up. Connor. Well, it's probably a long answer.
Did he call us?
Yeah, call us. 800-990-3776. I need to know more about Strofe in this filmmaking class. It's Free Pizza Friday here on Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. So you should be caller number... What do I want to do? I'm trying to play into like the sacks, play into the...
I was going to say, what number does Parsons wear, but it's 1, so that's not that much fun.
It's not too caller one. Let's do...
Packers have what? How many sacks do the Packers have on the year?
9.
Let's do caller number 9 for Free Pizza Friday. 800-990-3776. 800-990-3776. If you're caller 9, you're going to win a wonderful Palermo's prize pack to kick off the weekend. So win that prize pack courtesy of Palermo's Pizza. It's absolutely delicious. They provide you with great stuff as well within that prize pack. 800-990-3776. Get caller 9. Love that Free Pizza Friday is here for you. I might even do an extra bonus to end the show. 800, so you don't win now, you can win later. 800-990-3776. Ben's best bet. Next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
Kid's got the longest rope in radio. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of two ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you, the confident.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We're still working on this crash 43 South near the Hampton Avenue ramp on the left shoulder. It's out of the way of traffic, but squads are on scene and heavy volume already is built up in that area. So our backups are stretching all the way up towards Good Hope. So it's going to be a slow go on the brakes through there as you work your way from Brown Tier Road towards Capitol Drive. 94 East and West between the Zoo and the Marquette will be on the brakes, as well as 4145 North and South between Appleton Avenue and Watertown Plank Road. Traffic is brought to you by Comfort Awnings. Extend your outdoor space with a retractable awning or screen from Comfort Awnings. Custom designed to fit your home. Get your free estimate at comfortawnings.com. And check in the Storm Team forecast. Storms possible overnight tonight with a low of 63, clearing up tomorrow afternoon with highs in the mid to upper 70s. Weather is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, liquor, seltzer, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a to 9 p daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Adam Roberts on 94.5 ESPN.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
Come catch the final battle of the regular season when the Brewers host the Reds Friday, September 26th through Sunday, September 28th. We're celebrating the best fans in the game on Saturday, the 27th at Fan Appreciation Night, presented by Toyota. Plus, if you're one of the first 30,000 fans through the gates, you'll take home a Brewers tumbler giveaway too, presented by Quick Trip. Come close out the regular season with the crew. Get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
When it comes to joint replacement, you want the best care available. The Orthopedic Surgery Center in Pewaukee is a leader in joint replacement, offering same-day surgery with advanced technology. Their team of experts specializes in knee, hip, and shoulder replacements, using the latest techniques to minimize pain and recovery time. By choosing them, you're choosing a center focused on providing specialized care tailored to your needs. The team at Orthopedic Associates of Wisconsin can get you back to what matters, living pain-free.
And their prices are more affordable than urgent care or the ER. And they'll send a full report to your primary care doctor. Why wait at the ER? Walk in to Ortho ASAP for faster, more affordable care.
Total joint replacement. There is a difference. Visit orthowisconsin.com. That's orthowisconsin.com.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack. Another week in the books. Are you betting on sports? My Saturdays are on a 10-2 run over the last two, and we are dominating football. Go to fatjacksports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on sports. Stop guessing. Check the results tab. See all of the winners that you're going to get that are posted and documented. fatjacksports.com. 10-2 the last two Saturdays. $2.99 through the end of the month. Sign up today and win this weekend at fatjacksports.com.
I'm Pat Dunphy of Cannon & Dunphy, and I'm reaching out to you today not as an attorney, but as chair of the board of directors of Guest House. It's an organization that's been dedicated to dealing with the root causes of homelessness in Milwaukee for over 40 years. Its mission is to treat the homeless with dignity and help them rebuild their lives. So help us help the homeless by investing in the Guest House and the Milwaukee community. And also consider attending our gala on Thursday, November 13th.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
What up, KBN Nation? It's your boy Kyle Walston. I'm here for Universal Windows Direct, and y'all know how much I love Universal Windows Direct. When they came in for my consultation in my house, they showed me exactly what I needed. They didn't try to upsell me. They just focused on me getting the windows that were perfect for my house, and that's exactly what I got while working with Universal Windows Direct. And right now, they have their incredible September offer where you can buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is no limit. Whether you want to buy 10 windows, 20 windows, 30 windows, you only pay for half, and plus you'll get 0% financing for 3 years. So that's no interest and no pressure, plus $500 off your entire home improvement project when you schedule now. The team at Universal Windows Direct, they always make it easy. So call 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000, or simply visit universalwindowsdirect.com to book your free estimate today. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my window.
Thank you, Kyle Wallace. I'm Ben Brust alongside Tony Cartagena. Who's the winner for Free Pizza Friday?
That was Max.
Max? Well, guess what? I think we're going to do one to close the show. So if you didn't win, we're going to do 2 winners of Free Pizza Friday presented by Palermo's Pizza. Now, I found one that I love for the weekend. Just a single one that I love. Time now for Ben's Best Bet. Ben's Best Bet.
It's time for Ben Brust's Best Bets. Sponsored by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. There's a table waiting for you at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. 12 bars and restaurants, a winning seat at 40 table games or 3,000 slot machines, and full-service sports betting. Explore more at paysbig.com.
Tony, you mentioned there's 305, there's 325. Well, I got the 325 slot looked at here, and it's probably going to be the game on your local television due to the regional standpoint. There's 2 325 games. You got the Cardinals and the Niners. Obviously, that's out west.
Mm-hmm.
Cowboys, Bears.
That is a hate watch if I've ever heard one for Packers fans.
The Cowboys gave up 500 yards last week.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that the Bears also got smushed,
torched
by the Lions. The over-under is 50.5. Over 50.5. I think Dak has looked the best that Dak has looked in a long time. They're going to move the football on the Bears defense that is absolutely eviscerated. They have no cornerbacks.
And Jalen Johnson's out for the year.
Jalen Johnson's out. TJ Edwards out. Like, they still can't get to the quarterback. This is one where I'm typically an under better.
Mm-hmm.
And I would maybe look at a couple of under bets, but this screams over 50.5. With, again, Caleb Williams, he still like can make plays with his legs, and like he made a horrific pass on second down when he threw it to Kirby Joseph. But in that game, it was 52-21. In the Cowboys game, it flew over the number, even without scoring that many touchdowns. Brandon Aubrey was just nailing field goals.
So it might be a terrible performance, but they're going to put up a lot of points.
That's what I'm going for.
50.5 or 51.5?
50.5.
Love it.
28-24 gets you there.
Yeah, that's doable. I've always been a Dak believer. Like, I just think he's like just consistent. Now, whether that's consistent at 9 and 8 or whatever that is, but he's going to put up yards and put up points, and that Bears defense not great. And Caleb can be Caleb. Like
you can make some
I don't
plays.
see a problem with this bet. I like this one.
The Cowboys can't stop anybody.
That's true. You were so confident when you were going into this. You were like, I got one. I'm not going to mess around. 3 different picks. I got one.
Well, there was one that I also looked at. Steelers Patriots under 44.5 screams something I love.
That screams Rodgers is going to put up 44 just to spite you.
No, he can't. He's not able to.
I know. I was trolling some people here at work after his week 1 performance, and in week 2 he went right downhill.
It's just one of those matchups where you got these 2 teams out east in the AFC, and
see, but now I'm locked in. Now I'm following Bears Cowboys 50.5 over under,
and it'll be
Sunday.
on your local television.
Yeah, a game that that's that background noise game. That's what that game screams.
Hopefully, it's just touchdown. So there it is for the best bet, brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Shoot your shot and win big at Sweet Tickets September. Just play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursdays. Win slam dunk prizes, rewards play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Tickets September. Are you ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. We're going to end the show talking about everything.
Everything?
Badgers, Packers, and of course, your Milwaukee Brewers.
Clinch weekend, baby. Let's go.
And then we will also give away another free Pizza Friday. We'll wrap up the show next.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
So they are lucky. Those other teams, whether it's Kentucky or whether it's Oregon or was it TCU?
That was TCU.
TCU, they're lucky I didn't play in that game. You got upset by a bad team. TCU.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wildy and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
We have had great offenses around here for a long time. And we've sat there, can the defense be good enough? And we have hashtag fired every coordinator on defense we've seen.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We don't need no more fire. The hashtag guys, because Jeff Hafley ain't going to get, you're not going to get hashtagged with Haf because he's been an absolute home run hire.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pull up to Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee and shoot your shot at big wins for Sweet Tickets September. Play with your rewards card for entries. Score triple on drawing Thursday. Win slam dunk prizes like cash, reward play, and tickets to see the Milwaukee Bucks in action. Sweet Tickets September. You ready for this? Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Grand slams and walk-offs. If you haven't jumped on the bandwagon by now, what are you waiting for? Siding Unlimited is Milwaukee's very own national champions. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows? Our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
Hi, I'm Brittany Miller from Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more. Custom T-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, hats, you name it, we can do it. Big Frog Custom T-Shirts and more is family owned and all about celebrating life's big moments. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, a celebration for your child's first goal, or that work fundraising event. We are everyone's printer. No minimum orders, affordable designs, and help straight from me and our team. We're the one-stop shop for all your custom needs. Start your project today at bigfrog.com/Mequon.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' taste. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
At Tony Wendorf & Associates First Weber Group, we believe in the human side of real estate. For us, it's faith, family, and friends in that order. We live that every single day. I'm Tony Wendorf. We move fast, negotiate with confidence, and communicate clearly so our clients win. We operate from a place of gratitude, having donated nearly $200,000 back to our community since 2020. You deserve a team that delivers a luxury experience no matter the price point. Contact us today to get started. Tony Wendorf & Associates, trusted knowledge, superior service. Contact us at wendorfteam.firstweber.com.
This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Come on and get down on it. Hope you're enjoying the Friday. This will make you enjoy it even more. We heard from Micah Parsons earlier. I'm just going to read you this one. Micah Parsons talked about how he loves Rasheed Walker talking his talk as long as he backs it up. He's got no problem with that. This quote from Micah Parsons.
From the book of Micah.
I don't know how to do Micah yet. I got to listen to him a lot more. But, man, just really getting after Joe Flacco. You know, I kind of like the name The Hunter. I haven't had Flacco yet. I need him. I want him. It's time to go get him. We're 2 days out, and I couldn't be more excited. That's him saying that's a quarterback that's on his hit list. That's scary.
Yeah.
I talked about it on Monday. I was like, I fear for Joe Flacco's life. And now I fear even more after hearing Micah say, I need him. I want him. It's time to go get him.
Is this? You're sure these aren't one of those romance novels that are real popular these days?
No, this isn't. This is not.
Did you get? Is this a real account? Is this a real account?
I've seen it multiple places now.
Fake news travels to multiple places. This is not fake news. This is Micah Parsons on Joe Flacco. I need him. I want him. So earlier, it's time to go get him. Earlier, we were joking about like Micah Parsons when he speaks. We almost need it to be like a church setting. Like he's stepping up to the pulpit, very Reggie White-esque, right? I don't know if what you just read needs to be read with a Baptist choir behind me or with Marvin Gaye behind me. Just like it needs like a
Like a drama, not even a drama. I would say even like a suspenseful.
Oh, suspense.
Like a suspenseful show,
like
where
a good movie trailer,
where you're scared that at any point you might need to cover your eyes.
What do people listen to? What goes through your mind when you're hunting? When you're when you're hunting for animals? Like, I feel like that's what Parsons is doing.
Or
he sees the prey,
or you need Animal Planet's music when the lions are attacking prey.
That might be what it is. That's the voice to read this in. This is like
Joe Flacco,
the lioness.
He needs him. He wants him, and it's time to go get him. In context, that means he's going to go get a sack.
So here's the deal, Parsons. One, I believe, Chris, you correct me if I'm wrong here. When Chris sent us the Green Bay props and preview earlier, it had just Parsons' sack was set to half. And I wonder what.
Oh, there's probably minus 175.
I wonder what the minus was there from the full thing. But
I can find that.
Parsons, here's the deal. Don't say these things out loud because
Parsons? He's Micah.
Oh, Micah. Sorry, Micah. Don't say these things out loud because then when you go sack Joe Flacco 3 times and knock him out of a game, they can use this evidence against you.
In the court of law?
Yes. What is it? All that you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. Micah, don't give them reason to come after you on Sunday. Browns fans
you're worried
crazy.
His Miranda rights are going to be read to him before the game.
I'm telling you, the police in Cleveland are all Browns fans, and Browns fans are insane. I lived in Cleveland. Those fans, it doesn't compare. It's insanity even when they're winless.
I'm looking for some sacks here. Team specials.
I wonder what the minus money is there for Parsons to get a sack. I bet it's close to what you said, minus 175, whatever that is. But yeah, he's gonna get one. I mean, can we just guarantee that one now? Like he's getting one. You hear if a third stringer came out and said like, oh, I really want to get a sack on this guy. He's a Super Bowl champ. He's like a old friend. I want to get him. All right, Micah Parsons said that like me headed to the buffet. I'm getting some wings. It's happening.
I'd be like, you know what, Dylan Gabriel? I think you should play today.
Should Flacco throw this on the poll? Should Flacco call in sick?
I actually don't hate that to end the show. Chris, put it on the poll. Should Joe Flacco call in sick Sunday?
With Parsons saying that, like Joe, you have had a
the
career.
Quote again.
Quote. Read it.
Man, just really getting after Joe Flacco.
By name.
I kind of like the name The Hunter. I haven't had Flacco yet. I need him. I want him. It's time to go get him.
Bro, that sounds like someone going out during deer hunting season. I haven't had Flacco. Like, I haven't got my buck yet. I need it. Yeah, Joe, call in sick.
His fix is sacking quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's what he does.
After Chris, you can take a break on the poll because I know you get that up. But I do know that you have a quick turnaround with the Homer Hour coming up next, so I don't want to put you in a bind. We'll do free. Does it help you if we do free Pizza Friday right now? Yeah, that's thumbs up. All right, well, let's do it again. Let's get 2 winners today because I'm feeling like the giver, not the hunter that Micah Parsons is. I'm the giver.
Like someone calling is like Palermo's. I need it. I want it.
I gotta have it. It's Free Pizza Friday, and courtesy of our friends at Palermo's Pizza, caller number 7. Let's go caller number 7. Will receive a Palermo's prize pack to kick off their weekend. You never know what's going to be in those prize packs, and every time that somebody gets it, you usually get a text message on the Carbless Talking text line of like, it was everything and more. And so the fact that we're giving 2 of these away excites me. It is Wisconsin's best frozen pizza. Find your local grocer's freezer or be caller 7 right now, 800-990-3776. That's 800-990-3776. Should Joe Flacco call in sick Sunday?
100%. He should. I not until I heard that Parsons quote basically putting him in his just line of sight, like he's coming for it, like he wants to get a quarterback sack. And I'm sure Parsons would say the same thing if it was Dylan Gabriel or Shadur Sanders out there for the Browns. But those guys don't have the luxury of calling in sick. Joe Flacco, just you and me talking here. Your career is going to be debated borderline Hall of Famer or not. You won a Super Bowl. I think you played in multiple.
They'll put him in the Hall of Fame, though, if Micah kills him.
Do you know what? If Micah Parsons let's just say knocks out.
I shouldn't say that.
No. Let's just say if Micah Parsons knocks Joe Flacco out cold on Sunday, he is automatically going to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Simple as that. If that happens, Hall of Fame.
What about the Brewers? I ask you this question. Will the Brewers have clinched the NL Central by the end of the weekend?
When you are here on Monday and your show starts at 3, yes,
3?
2.
You were on the show today.
I know, I forget.
You showed up here.
Almost late. Yes, the Milwaukee Brewers. I had a whole thing planned, and then I ruined it by getting the show time wrong. The Milwaukee Brewers will be NL Central champions by this time on Monday. They will celebrate on Sunday right around 3:30 or 4 o'clock. The Brewers are getting 2 wins this weekend. The Cubs are losing 2 games this weekend, and the Brewers will celebrate all over St. Louis's clubhouse. They'll bring the party home. It's going to be incredible. It's clinch weekend, and we will hear they got it done when everyone thought they would win 83 or fewer games this year. The Milwaukee Brewers went and got it done.
You're set on the Central. I'm past the Central. I'm watching the Phillies. I'm watching the Phillies didn't play yesterday. Brewers won. That makes it 3 games. They own the tiebreaker. I want the 1 seed.
No, I understand that, Ben, but
they have the division. I know you keep saying they don't, but
Once
they
again,
do.
Chris, play me the audio of Lane Grindle saying the Brewers are NL Central champions in 2025. I'll wait.
Yeah, nothing there yet.
There's still nothing. It hasn't come through.
It hasn't uploaded. Why? Because it's not there yet. It might be the very next day, Ben. We celebrate the Central for 1 day, and then it's the 1 seed the very next day, the way the numbers are shaping out. But it's not there yet. And when it gets there, it is going to be so sweet. We're going to have a great sports weekend, minus the Badgers.
I was just going to say the Badgers. But what do you mean minus the Badgers? The Badgers are 10-point favorites against Maryland.
Because there's no way they don't disappoint us. They could win, and if they only win by 7, they're 10-point favorites. It's going to be disappointing. And then you're going to have some fans, if they win by 40, disappointed that Luke Fickell's not getting fired on Monday morning.
Or you do. There's a portion of the fan base that does have faith in what this team could do.
Let's give them 1 more week, Ben. We've been very animated this season about the Badgers.
I have not been.
You said if they don't win on Sunday, you don't see or on Saturday, you don't see another victory this season.
I said if they don't win on Saturday, I don't see how a Badger fan can go into any game thinking that they will win the rest of the season.
Okay, well, if that's what you actually said, that's a little bit different than the headline.
Maybe
the fake news. They got me.
Maybe I actually said that they won't win a game, which also could be true.
Let's see how Saturday plays out. If it looks good against Maryland.
I probably should have said you probably will go in every game thinking they're going to lose.
I mean, probably. But if it looks good against Maryland and they blow that spread out the water, then maybe that Minnesota, that Iowa, that Washington game,
I'll just take credit
as
Luke Fickell played that video for them in the locker room.
Luke Fickell is not a mercenary hire, according to ChatGPT. Go back earlier in the show in the podcast if you want to know what we're talking about. He is there to change the culture, according to the robots.
Homer, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Will the Brewers have the Central by the end of the weekend?
Sure.
Don't you agree with me that it doesn't matter because they already have it?
Yes.
It's theirs.
Right. It's over.
We're allowed to be excited about things, people.
But
that's irrelevant. It's not important enough to be excited about. They're too good.
I'm not going to
The only thing to be excited about is them getting and winning the first series. They don't win the first series. This has been a serious, serious, serious pain in the butt. They're the best team in baseball. This is all about they have to win a series.
I understand they have to win a series, but we're not allowed to celebrate the small things along the way.
You can if you want. I don't. They have set a standard that this is now not a big deal.
And they also did it by when they clinched the playoffs, not like the Central yet or the number 1 seed yet. They literally poured champagne into glasses and passed them out.
That's fine.
Yeah, they poured champagne. It's a big deal. Like that's a celebratory thing.
The Cubs literally had a full-on party and were spraying champagne everywhere and had the goggles because they made the playoffs.
Remember
been
the
there
Packers
before.
when they'd win their division?
That's where we want to get to with the Brewers.
No, but that's the thing. They're there.
Are they?
Yes.
Yes.
This still seems so new. They have a top 5.
They did it last year.
You're not giving them the justice they have earned by this season.
So this is my fault?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I was just being a good Brewers fan.
You are
here.
being a good Brewers fan, but they deserve better.
Wow.
They deserve better from you.
If you want to cheer, that's fine. You just asked me if I was.
I'm a checklist guy. I want to get this
that's
checked
good.
off
That's
the
fine.
list. And then,
It's
Homer,
not
I will
wrong.
not smile.
Checklist guys are so
not
fun.
wrong with cheering. You can smile and cheer, do all you want. It's not like you can't do that. You asked me if I would, and no.
This is why Homer's the
It
best.
really should be.
Homer gave the Packers the division already. You set me up here.
Wait, he's right. When he's wrong, I'll disagree with
NFC
him.
North, because it's already happened. When the Packers win the NFC North, you're not going to crack a
Hold
smile.
on. If they're 14-2, they have the best record in the NFL. At that time, no, I will not celebrate. They will have set a standard that winning the division is no longer as big as it was early in the year when they won it.
You're going to get more of Homer. It's been Ben Brust and Tony Cartagena here on the Kyle Brust and Nortman
show.
It's Gary Ellerson with Homer in 2 minutes.
What you gonna do? You gotta get on the
We got a crash right now on 94 East. This is near 39th Street on the right